14, you have this dodge and weave thing where you're still cool and you can still surprise people with another single. You know, that's where I'm at. My manager probably wants to kill me right now because he wants number one. But like I said, the fact that we rolled up today and we said, y'all remember in 2000 when we played Pointfest? And it was our first festival gig in 2000. And we were the band when the gates opened. Y'all let us play next to a Bud Light stand. And the gates opened and we played James and Angel and Breakfast After 10. And we were just like, we've made it. You know, that exciting. We don't ever want to lose that vibe, and we're not. We love each other, we love y'all, and all that. I'm going to let somebody else speak.
Well, first of all, we're going to learn, for next Pointfest, I think we're going to bring 20 microphones just to make sure that everybody is taken care of. So I'm really sorry that that we don't get those. But with this said, you know, you talk about playing your first Pointfest. St. Louis has seemingly always been a spot that you guys have really, I mean, you have just really resonated here.
We have lots of fun in this town. Absolutely, every time we come.
Yeah, and we absolutely love having it.
You know, the only reason that we resonate in this spot is, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, God, I love you, is because you're playing us. People don't get that.
Well, and they have over the years. I mean, from the first single, Breakfast After 10, to, and there may have been a few that you did or not, but we're all still here.
Hey, everybody, hello. Hey. People did not like that Christmas song.
What?
Ooh, I wonder.
Boy, you guys are stupid.
Yeah.
What a bunch of Grinches. Man, I thought I'd brighten everybody's day with that rendition of Oh Holy Night.
Man, like I said, I love Mike Shannon's Christmas album.
Yeah.
No, that's a guy named Steve Maudlin. And that's a serious song. That's a guy that actually thought he was doing okay.
He was doing humanity a service by putting that out? Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, getting everybody into the Christmas spirit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Would you say that was butchered? No.
No.
I would not say that.
I'd say skinned alive.
I would not say that either.
It sounded like, when we commented off air while we were listening, it sounded like a King Scott home recording.
Yeah,
of him
you
in
know.
the shower.
So what I think the story goes, and there's a video to go along with the song of him recording it. He is a record producer in Nashville.
Okay.
Oh.
This guy, Steve Maudlin.
Look him up, Rafe.
Wow.
And I think he put it out as like serious.
Uh-huh.
And then it kind of took off as, oh my God, this is garbage.
Yeah.
And he embraced the garbage.
That's
like,
what.
oh,
That's
okay.
great.
Like people don't like it. It's kind of a joke. It's kind of cringy. I'm going to embrace that aspect of it.
I think that's good. That's a positive way
I'm a
of
fan.
sounding like trash.
Steve Maudlin is the guy's name.
Just looked him up.
Is he Matthew? Oh, no, never mind. Let's see here.
Award-winning composer, arranger, producer who began his professional career in 1972. Since 81, he's worked in Nashville as a commercial music writer for a wide variety of clients and musical genres.
Yeah.
But he's also, Steve Maudlin discusses Tender Wish. I think he's got other songs.
Tender Wish.
I think we're just good with this one.
I think that was good. I think we know what we need to know about Steve.
I'm a fan.
I mean, that Oh Holy Night, just look up Oh Holy Night, worst rendition ever. And that's got 2.5 million views. Killing it.
Yeah. My favorite stuff he did was the William Hung albums. Those were really good. Top-notch production.
Steve Maudlin.
Malden or Maudlin?
Maudlin.
Maudlin. Don't get it wrong. Give this guy his justice.
He looks like Fat Conan O'Brien.
Well,
Oh.
there you go. If you want to brighten any holiday gathering, just put that on the old playlist. Oh Holy Night, worst rendition ever. And thank you, buddy Riz. Because that is a showstopper.
Yeah. Or show starter.
Showstarter for us,
for us.
showstopper for everybody else. That'll clear a room. Moon's not here today, speaking of Christmas tunes. I know he was hard at work in the recording studio last night, being like a chemist, putting together a song.
Wiring things.
It's a Christmas St. Louis song, he said. Him and a whole bunch of other
Like Tim
musicians,
Convey and-
musicians from around the city here, putting together a St. Louis Christmas song. So we'll get that next week, but they recorded
Very
it
fun.
last night. So he was up all night doing that. And I said, hey, you know what? Take the day.
Wow.
Wowee.
Take the day.
I wrote a Christmas song one time about St. Louis, who was St. Nicholas's degenerate cousin. He had temp tags on his sleigh. Blow the dust off that thing, man.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. I did it live.
So he's got expired temp tags on his
he's gotta
on
get-
his sleigh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's about right.
Yeah. He gets drunk and passes out on your couch and forgets to misses the whole neighborhood.
Like you leave toasted ravioli out for him instead
he
of
steals your
cookies.
catalytic converter on his way out.
There you go.
Yeah. You got it. You know
I got it.
You know what
I
it
got
is.
the gist of it. Now, it's hard to believe that it's almost December. Today is the last day of November. And if you couldn't find a Black Friday deal on a partridge in a pear tree, you better get on that because every store is going to sell out.
I'm sorry, what?
Who's looking for a partridge in a pear tree? It's that time of year.
I'm about to be in the market.
Well, PNC Bank does an annual study on how much it would cost to buy everything from the song 12 Days of Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait for this.
So with everything,
And
all
maids and
12
milking
days.
are going to cost you.
Everything involved, it's going to cost you this year $46,730 to get all that stuff.
Doggone it. I only saved $45,000.
Now, if you bought the items over and over each day like the song suggests,
Yeah.
that's 364 total gifts. That's going to be over $201,000.
Well, what is the going rate on a Lord of Leap?
I have the numbers for you.
This is great.
I actually have the breakdown, and we have this every year.
All right.
So again, if you were to go through the song and just buy the items going through the song once, $46,730. If you're to do it over and over each day, like the song says, $201,000. So here's a breakdown of how much it would cost to buy or hire all 12 things. So 12 drummers drumming, $3,468 to hire them. Then you got 11 pipers piping. That'll run you $3,207.
Wow. Those are good ones.
Can somebody tell me what's next? So we have
Or
the 12,
10?
12 drummers drumming,
Maids and milking?
11 pipers piping. We're not there yet.
What's 10?
10.
10 Lords of Leaping.
10 Lords of Leaping.
Yeah.
Yes, my people.
Oh, that was 9.
10 Lords of Leaping, $14,539. It is the most expensive gift on the list. It's based on how much it would cost to hire 10 dancers from the Philadelphia Ballet.
I was going to say, where are these leapers from?
The ballet.
Okay.
Then you got 9.
Maids and no.
9.
9.
Nine's,
Da-da-da-ma.
9. Yes, ladies dancing.
Ladies dancing.
9 ladies dancing.
Oh, so it's dancers.
9 ladies dancing, $8,308. That's based on hiring 9 women from a modern dance company in Philadelphia. Strippers, by the way cheaper, but they'll go with
I was going to say, go
modern
with
dance
the
company.
strippers. That's what everybody wants anyway.
8.
8. Oh, 8.
Da-da-da-da.
8 maids and milking.
Maids and milking.
8 maids and milking. $58. Weird
sorry.
gift, but the cheapest on the list.
Cool.
That's 8 women milking cows for an hour at the federal minimum wage of $7.25.
Of course, minimum wage. It's a hard job.
And it's
So you don't get to keep the milk, you just watch,
This is
which seems
OnlyFans.
a bit pervy.
It's cool, man. You just have to experience it.
7 swans of swimming. Mm-hmm. That's $13,125.
That's cute.
That's the second most expensive.
Own or rent the swans?
I don't think
Wait.
you could rent them.
Oh, you have to own.
Swan,
7 swans of swimming, $13,125.
do they drop in price?
That's really cute.
6 geese a laying, $780. 5
Golden
Ring.
5 golden rings,
Of course.
$1,245. That's for 5 14-karat gold rings, according to a national jewelry chain. 4 calling birds, $600. 3 French hens, $330. 2 turtle doves, $750. That's up a whopping 25% from last year.
Well, eggs are expensive.
And a partridge in a
point.
pear tree, $319.
Oh, that's affordable comparatively.
That's
Yeah,
all
the
I
price, The price of the bird stayed flat, but the tree it lives in grew by 15%, reflecting overall growth in housing costs.
Yeah.
And a good rain year.
So it seems like inflation would jolt prices, but the 2.7% hike was actually the smallest year-over-year increase since 2019. So again, if you want to get everything, $46,730 for all 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah, the Swans, though, I think they're going for the
How
cheap,
much?
cheap ones.
46,000,
$46K.
$46K.
Well, just so happens I have a more affordable list.
Oh, please.
That I've compiled.
Okay.
Independently. That just, while we're on the subject, I happen to have it right here. If you're on a budget, here is what I like to call the South City 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay.
12 strippers stripping, 11 crackheads piping, 10 drunks a drinking, 9 booby tassels, 8 mommies milkers, 7 cans of Keystone, 6 pack of Pall Malls, 5 finger bangs, 4 chicken fingers, 3 French ticklers, 2 camel toes, and a whole bunch of HPV. And guess what that costs you?
Free.
It's free of charge.
That's
12
free.
bucks. That's 12 bucks.
12 bucks.
It's gone up this year.
12 bucks all in. That's for all 12.
Great time to remind people to get the Gardasil shot, you know?
Yeah.
Get it.
The Gargamel shot.
I think it's Gardasil.
Gardasil does kind of sound festive.
Yeah, it's the gift that keeps on.
Like I hung the mistletoe, the Gardasil.
Yeah.
Like it all kind of
Can you
sounds.
sing that?
Oh, yeah. Can I sing it?
Oh,
You want me to,
Let me see if I
put
get
it together?
Let me see if I get a little.
background music, maybe a little.
Here, I'll
12
get
days
the,
of-
band.
Let me get some instruments out for us.
I'll talk about the Gardasil shot while you look that up. So Gardasil shot, I think they start giving them to like teenagers, you know, to be preventative of future sexual activity that will happen later in their life. You do not want genital warts. Get the HPV
Thanks.
shot. Thanks. Back to you.
You're not a bad person if you have genital warts. We would like to point that
Yeah,
out.
we're not judging.
No,
You're
of
cool,
course not.
man.
All right. Will this do, Rafe? Let me see here.
I don't know.
Let me try.
That doesn't get you in the spirit.
That was the Christmas spirit that just
Yeah.
came out.
Good Lord.
And I love how St. Louis that is because 9 booby tassels, not 10 or 8.
Man.
9.
Conservative.
It makes more
I
sense.
just felt the Christmas spirit just
Yeah.
go right through me.
Yep.
You got to have that one odd knocker. You know what I mean?
that
Hell yeah.
One
That's
booby
so good.
tassel went flying.
Hey, speaking of the Christmas spirit, now if you're a parent, hey, if you got kids in the car, punch out for a second.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, should have punched out
Punch out
probably.
for a
yeah.
No,
Oh,
punch out for a second.
And
3 or 4
earmuffs.
Daddy, what's a
earmuffs
finger
I
bang?
should have muffed it a few
Yeah.
minutes ago.
If you heard this song, you
That's
should have
on you.
earmuffed.
This out of Amarillo, Texas, a man dressed as the Grinch stood outside an elementary school and had a sign that says, Santa is fake, Jesus is real.
That's cool.
Oh. Okay. Well,
It seems not cool.
Yeah. Parents, as you imagine, were not happy to see him. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're a parent, what do? This is right outside an elementary school.
you cover the kid's eyes.
Boy, you just say,
Look
like,
at that man.
see how mean the Grinch really is? He's trying to pretend that, that's this and that. And
Now, this is Texas. Swamp justice, is that warranted here in this situation?
Man, I would say.
A good yelling, I think, and a finger point by a mom. A yell and a finger point by a mom is definitely warranted.
Well, I don't know. You might be able to go one step further. I think.
I mean, it's Texas. I mean, you can't shoot the guy, if that's what you're thinking.
No, but you can take a 2x4.
Yeah, right to the old Grinch head.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, this guy, and I would appreciate it if it was like a comic doing it. I don't know, for some kind of bit, and a little piece of me, like an Eric Andre kind of man on the street prank thing. In a little way, I could kind of appreciate it. But this guy, nope, this is serious.
He's serious.
there's no way he's serious because he's in a Grinch outfit.
This is serious. He said that. I'm trying to get his words here. Somebody asked the guy dressed up as the Grinch, do you understand why parents are pissed at you? Because they called the news crew out.
Yeah.
News crew to interview this guy. Do you understand why parents would be upset? He says, I understand why they're upset. They're upset because they're prideful, and they don't want to admit that lying to their child is wrong in spite of what God's word says.
So
They're more concerned with the traditions of man rather than the truth.
Well, I think there's a way for you to, plenty of people, millions of people do this each year, where Santa and Jesus can coexist in the same earth because they do.
As they double down on the lie because of pride, and they're angry because they want to blame the person telling the truth than the one who told the lie that prompted the truth to expose the lie. Vis-a-vis.
So I guess he doesn't quite understand who Santa is.
Saint Nick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
a good
think he's
point.
Missing out.
It's
on the
worth
whole
noting
goof of
Santa
this.
Claus is based on a religious figure. Now, here's the moment that the Grinch, this guy's name is David Grisham, was physically assaulted by one of the parents.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
You shouldn't lie to children.
That's him. That's him going, you shouldn't lie to children.
Okay.
And this is a dad grabbing the sign that says, Santa's fake, Jesus is real, out of his hands.
You shouldn't lie to children. Hey,
Not here today, please, sir.
get away from my stuff.
Ma'am, stay in your car, please.
You got your license plate number?
Help me,
Yeah.
sir.
Got your license plate?
Yeah, he knows how to sue.
Of course he does. He had this all planned out in his head before he even went out there, which is, to me, what a terrible intention. Like
What
that.
a douche.
What a douche.
Yeah, and it's a weird way to talk about. I just have a feeling he's also not truly a Christian. It's just an interesting.
It's not a way to get your
present-
message. It's not a
No.
way to get your message across.
No.
Yeah, I mean, Scott, you come from, you are a Christian, and like, I mean, how do you
Yeah.
feel? How does this make you feel?
Well, I just feel like it's a pointless way to aggravate. If you really want to share the gospel, you'd obviously do it in a loving way. You don't have to
Right.
be a punk about it and
Agreed.
weird. And what proof? I don't understand. Like by proving if Santa's fake or whatever. What? How does that prove?
Well,
that
the
Jesus
news
is real?
asked him why he would want to ruin the magic of Christmas for kids. And he says, I'm not concerned about the magic.
I was listening to Dax Shepard's podcast yesterday, Armchair Expert, and he had Eva Longoria on, and they were talking about how there is a place. I don't know anything about like what this place is called. Probably millions of dollars to do it, but you actually go stay in a village at the North Pole, and you get to see Santa and his elves, and everybody is up there, and you can stay. It's like an Airbnb that you can take your family up there before the holidays, and your child will get to meet Santa and see how the elves work, and like it's all up there. And so this guy obviously has not seen or heard about the fact that you can actually go to Santa's North Pole. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's a dick. And if he just so happened to accidentally be pistol whipped, I wouldn't be
Too upset.
I wouldn't be too upset about it. And by the way, the cops were called, and they couldn't do anything because he was out on the street. So he wasn't on school property. He was out in front of the school.
Right.
He was, lawfully on the
Protesting.
sidewalk, was not breaking any laws. It's worth noting that he calls himself Pastor David Grisham. And no church has ever seen in his YouTube videos.
I don't
He
know.
only says is he's with the official street preachers.
This is funny. He's also trying to be this cool, loving guy and making people aware of, the truth and all this stuff. But he's going to dress up like one of the biggest bad guys in kids'
Or
history.
or he's just looking to troll. And
yeah, he's
get
totally
hits.
trolling. And
To get
like I
hits
said.
on a YouTube page.
well,
Exactly.
I pray he truly understands that Jesus is real and he gets
He
saved.
could go to hell. That's what I'm
Hey,
praying for.
I want him to get
That's
saved
what I'm
and change
praying
his
for.
ways.
Well, not to mention, I've got more proof of Santa. So suck on that.
Yeah.
Santa's got an address. I sent
Yeah.
Santa letters.
Yeah.
Please, PlayStation show up.
Exactly.
This dude's got as much right to exist. Come on. Who's the old Saint Nick?
I definitely
well-
put cookies out and they were gone in the morning.
Exactly,
I know
dude.
it's legit.
Yeah. Who ate those?
Listen, as a parent, you go through, all this stuff to keep the magic alive for kids as long as it's possible. That damn elf on the shelf. Thank God we're not doing that anymore.
Oh, they are.
No, we are not.
Oh, you're not at your
We
house.
are
I
not.
see. I have Elf on the Shelf news feed on my personal Facebook. All the parent.
I wondered if
friends in
Tim
my life.
moved it around for you.
I wish he would put out one. For me.
Oh, God. I mean,
That would be so much fun. I miss being a little kid at Christmas. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
like the best.
It really is
right?
a special.
well, our parents didn't have the elf on the shelf.
No,
this
we
is
didn't,
just
yeah.
another friggin' gimmick to get people to buy.
Hey,
Hope the kids are not listening.
I know. Again, not. For
I don't
kids
mean
now.
to be the Grinch.
You're not.
Like, I'm not
Whoa.
outside the elementary
Hey,
school.
take your sign down.
You're the
Mr. Riz.
I'm not outside the elementary school with a sign. Okay, I'm just saying this damn elf
You're
on
in
the
the
shelf
car.
thing.
Yeah.
What a racket. That all these parents had to go out and get one of these stupid dolls.
They're so cute.
I will say, when I lived in the Moon homestead, and again, keep punching out if you have kids in the car. Yeah, living in his basement was so fun because their youngest at the time, he was way into the elf on the shelf. So it was fun moving that thing around because sometimes, the parents would forget, and it was great to
we
go like,
forgot
ooh, I see it in the
frequently.
same spot, and I'd move to the next thing, and he would find it the next day, be all excited. This is fun.
Oh, yeah. So you got to, you know how it works, right?
Yeah, like they can't touch it.
Like,
right?
so, Rafe, do you know how the elf on the shelf works?
Yeah, bro. I love it. I follow accounts of parents that are creative with it.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and F those people.
You've seen the ones where he's like, they put Hershey's Kisses in the toilet?
Oh, yeah. Or,
It's great.
yeah, or like,
I saw one where the elf was like banging Barbie. And he
yeah,
was
oh,
like,
they have ones where they'll have,
Yeah,
like,
it's Barbie.
the elf, like, in different movie scenes.
yeah, there's some
or
really cool stuff out there.
rappelling up the kitchen cabinets.
Yeah.
Or being killed in the garbage disposal.
It's creative.
I've seen those. Very creative. But you make when you're doing that, you're making the parents who half-ass it, like myself and my wife, look terrible.
Well, that's not.
Oh,
your
he's on the
problem.
couch.
That's my problem.
He's-
That's not nice to do.
He's taking
that.
a nap on the couch this morning. Wow, you really phoned it in last night, man.
No, phoning in last night is not moving it.
Kind of looks like he was thrown
He's
away.
in a coma. The elf in a coma.
Look, elf in a
And then
trash can.
lying
in a bed for
and then
all
telling your
28
kids
days.
again that they're like gaslighting your kids, going, "No, he was not there yesterday."
I like when they take the powdered sugar and make the little powdered sugar cocaine
You're
mounds.
right.
And he's like had like a crazy
Yeah.
night, and Barbie's there, and she's got like
Yeah.
black under eyes because she's been up for like 3 weeks.
Yes.
Straight.
Those are my favorite ones.
I
So
love
we,
it.
we had the elf on the shelf, moving it around. One year we couldn't find it because the elf would come the day after Thanksgiving
Yes.
at the Riz house. So the day after Thanksgiving, the elf would make an appearance. Where? Ooh, I can't wait to get up on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, to find out where the elf is. And the kids would get up and they'd search around and his name was Alfonso.
Adorable.
Oh, that's a great
Well, that's
name.
pretty good. I'll
Yeah.
give you that one.
Our elf on the shelf was named Alfonso. One year, we couldn't find him. We packed him away somewhere.
He's good.
We packed him away somewhere and couldn't find Alfonso. So on Thanksgiving night, when the kids went to bed, I had to go out and go find an elf on the shelf. And I can only find some like knockoff brand.
Oh no. Alfonso's cousin is coming.
It
in
was
town.
some like knockoff brand that kind of looked like the regular elf on the shelf brand one, but didn't.
Failure.
And put it out, and I think it was the boy was like, "This is not Alfonso."
He could tell.
What happened? What happened, Alfonso?
Dad, what
He had
happened?
plastic surgery.
Great. Whole storyline.
Oh, okay.
You're at Botox, son.
It's fine.
It's gonna be fine.
But you got to move that thing around for how many days? A month. You're moving that thing around for a month. And then you got to try to get clever, and you got to different spots, and you forget, and the kids are, why did he move? I don't know why he didn't move.
He's a lazy one.
Yeah. See,
And that's probably why he disappeared.
as
He's
somebody
just
who
lazy.
doesn't have kids, like those moments to me have to be the most fun as being a parent. Like
Why did we start doing this? We didn't need another thing.
people were creative. Like let me say this: when I was my parents got divorced when I was 5, so it was I think it was 4 or I just turned 4, and all I wanted in whatever 1989 this was. All I wanted was the Barbie dream house, okay? It was 3 parts. It was an A-frame, pink. I woke up Christmas morning, 1989, and it wasn't an elf on a shelf, but it was a fully furnished Barbie dream house with a little Barbie tree with lights and all of the holiday Barbies that I had wanted, all chilling, straight up.
Wow.
And a note that said, we're getting divorced.
And a note that said, Lauren, enjoy this, because come January 1, Mommy and Daddy are breaking up.
Are you kidding me?
And I did enjoy it. And honestly, it helped me get through the divorce. So
Thanks, Barbie.
Christmas is awesome. And if you need somebody to come to your house and do the Buddy the Elf every day, I mean, hire me and I'll do it, because I'm not having kids and I would love to be able to set up the fun little experiences.
Derek says that with his elf on the shelf, he recreated the JFK assassination scene by
I've
making
seen
the
that.
chunk of the
Yes.
skull disappear.
I've seen
Oh my
that.
God.
That's
Seen
awesome.
that.
Oh my God.
With David the Gnome as the lone shooter.
Oh, Justin says he didn't move because you and your sisters were being bad yesterday. We've used that. Mm-hmm. We've used
And
that.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that part of the thing? He doesn't move.
He has
if kids
seasonal
are bad?
depression. Even elves get seasonal depression, kids.
I see one here at toilet paper their Christmas tree. So they could be little
Oh, yeah,
punks.
yeah. But we didn't need another thing to do. As parents, we're just trying to hang on as it is.
Yeah, it's okay.
Man,
But
there
we're
are so
we're out of
many
that
ideas.
phase. We're out of that. We're done.
I have friends that have Santa come in the night before Christmas and set up the gifts because he's bringing gifts to the tree, and then they wake their kids up and they sneak in and get to watch Santa set up all the gifts. They
Like a
catch
guy
him.
dresses up as
breaks into the house, yeah, and sets up the gifts, and they get to see him in action.
He'd be very mad if he knew that.
I know. I don't know how they pay him off. They're like, just look the other way, Santa.
Interesting.
Wow. Well, you had Barbie soften the blow of your parents' divorce. That's amazing.
It is. It's the Christmas spirit, you guys.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of getting divorced, let me tell you, it's January 1, and you got to get the kids exactly what they want, and then break the news.
That's why divorce.
They won't
is
have issues
expensive.
until they're like 38.
Are Barbie and Ken married?
No, God, no.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
What
You
if
need
that
to see
works
the
for your
Barbie
wife?
movie.
If you're gonna ask for a divorce, you get your wife the Barbie dream house, and she opens it up, and you're like,
Ken gets a
hope you like it. Notice there's no Ken.
He's out with Midge.
No. Barbie gets a dream house and Ken gets a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, Ken gets a.
He gets the RV.
You literally open it up, and Ken's living in a shoebox.
Yeah.
Just say Barbie and Ken are not living together anymore. Just like Mommy and Daddy are
Mommy
going to be
and
come
Daddy.
January 1st.
Who's this hotter Barbie that
Ken's
Daddy's
getting
with?
Ken's getting a condo.
The Ken condo. The Ken Corvette.
Ken's getting a condo. And, yeah,
Mommy-
you'll be spending every other Saturday and Sunday at Ken's condo.
And Mommy got the Barbie Corvette.
Yes, of course.
And Mommy got new hair. So Mommy's going to
Of
be
course.
looking real good in her Barbie dream house with the Barbie Corvette. And
And Ken got a new toupee. Upgrades.
Ken's dating a
Looking
Bratz
younger
doll.
now.
Ken's actually dating a Bratz doll that's the same age as you, so I don't know. You have to
How
deal
you
with
feel
that.
about
Look,
that?
Ken and G.I. Joe ran away together.
Yeah.
cool.
So
Mommy's
2023.
into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Super progressive.
Byron says Elf on the Shelf ends up being something Dad does that he didn't want to do. It's cute. Mom wants it for the kids, just like the pets. Then Dad is always feeding the pets, walking them, moving the elf on the shelf. What else? I'm what you.
Damn.
You know, that's a good.
It's the most wonderful
It is.
time of the year.
It is.
Oh man.
So this guy is outside the elementary school, and he's saying, you know, it's a lie. He doesn't care about the magic of Christmas. You know, we're all sinners. But are we all sinners?
Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, fine.
I mean, does Elf move every night? No.
No.
'Cause sometimes you're bad.
Yeah, sometimes I'm
Well,
bad.
sometimes
Your sister's
I-
bad.
Yeah, I just found a picture of him getting waterboarded by the little green army men, and that's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, it's clever, some of the stuff.
He's like duct taped to the wall.
All right, so as far as sinfulness goes, Wallet Hub, they do all those studies. They just put out the results of their most sinful cities in the U.S. The most sinful cities in the U.S. And St. Louis, I mean, we're up there, guys. We're up there.
Have we fallen out of our? We were doing pretty good for a while.
We're doing pretty good for a while. I think we kind of slid back a little bit.
No.
Now, here's how they figure it out. They use the 7 deadly sins to figure out the rankings. Okay, so what are the 7 deadly sins?
Scott, go.
Around
Gluttony.
the horn. Oh, wait, gluttony? Okay, yes, gluttony. Learn.
Killing. Thou shalt not kill.
No, that's the
Murder.
10 Commandments.
I'm sorry. What? Hang
The
on.
7 deadly sins.
I'm agnostic. Hang on. Okay. Okay, you said gluttony.
Gluttony.
That's the one I knew. Lust.
Lust, yes. Show me lust. Rafe.
Envy,
Envy, yes.
wrath. Are we going in order?
No, we're going around. Wrath, yeah, wrath.
That's my
Scott.
fault.
Envy, wrath. Let's see here. What is it? There's
One cometh before the fall.
Wrath, lust.
It seems like this should be in your wheelhouse.
I
I
know.
know.
Come on,
And
man.
I've seen the movie Seven a whole
Sloth.
bunch of times.
Sloth, yes.
Don't put heads in
Laziness.
a box.
Sloth.
Don't put
Pride.
a head in a box.
Pride. Yeah, vanity.
Vanity.
Ah, there's
Greed.
yeah.
Greed. There it is.
Nice.
Thank you,
Wrath.
chat.
So it's anger, hatred, wrath, jealousy, excesses and vices. That'll be gluttony, greed, lust, vanity, and sloth, laziness.
Okay.
Like anger and hatred. And here's how they figured it out: like mass shootings and other violent crimes, jealousy, theft, identity theft complaints, and fraud complaints, excesses and vices. Substance abuse, drug, obesity, debt to income ratio, greed, casinos per capita, share of adults with gambling disorders.
Right on.
I bet we did good on that.
Lust,
Oh.
lust. That includes like Google and Tinder stats.
Yeah.
Also,
looking
teen
at
birth
sexy
rate,
things.
vanity, tanning salons per capita,
Oh no.
Oh.
and a Google score on plastic surgery searches.
Tanning salons.
Laziness, which would be hours worked,
How fat we all are.
TV watching. No, how fat we are is obesity would be
Gluttony?
Gluttony.
Well, I think it needs to go in sloth as well.
Wow.
I'll take it up with God.
High school dropout rate. Disconnected youth who are ages 16 to 24, not in school and without a job. That's like laziness.
Okay.
So, can anybody guess what the #1 sinful city is in America?
I think that's a given. It's Branson.
Branson, Missouri.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, Vegas.
Branson, Vegas. Yes, Vegas is #1.
Do they always win this list?
Yes.
Vegas is always #1.
They run away with it. Then it's
But
probably Reno.
Where is St. Louis? Reno didn't make the top 10.
I'm gonna say St. Louis. We were #2 one year. on
Yeah, I
this.
remember that.
We fly up and down this list.
So this year, I think we were really good this year. I bet we're not even. I'm gonna say we're #9.
#9, no. That goes to Miami this year.
Hey, congrats, Miami.
Are we number 10?
That goes to Cleveland this year.
Are we in the top 10?
We're not in the top 10.
Oh.
Wow, good
14.
job, guys.
Nope.
We're 26.
14 is New York City.
New York.
40?
We're in the top 20, though.
Oh, top 10.
Okay, so we're definitely 18.
No.
I meant 19.
No.
I meant 17.
We're number 11. Congratulations, St. Louis, the 11th most sinful city.
Almost broken.
And it's #1 twice.
I will tell you, though, we are 5th in wrath.
Okay.
When it comes to wrath, we're number 5.
That's because of road construction.
We are 14th in jealousy.
Well,
We are 3rd in gluttony.
Food City.
Sandwich City.
3rd in gluttony. 79th in greed. I think we could do better in greed next year.
yeah,
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, guys?
It's because of our casino
Wait.
overhaul.
How's jealousy? You think those two would kind of be close to each other, greed and jealousy? But
No, remember, greed is casinos per capita, share of adults with gambling disorders, charitable donations as share of income.
jealousy and gluttony go hand in. Like, I'm jealous
Yeah.
of your toasted ravioli.
and I need that.
We are
That's a very-
38th in lust.
38th.
38th. 54th in vanity. And 26th in sloth.
That ain't
So if we had more attractive people, maybe the lust would be higher. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
No.
Is that not?
I think so. You know, if we had more hot people walking around, which, by the way, 2024 is going to be a heat wave in St. Louis. So,
When we all
You're
get hot.
right.
I mean, I think all of us collectively as a city should rise up and try to look hotter in 2024.
Yeah. Let's make
So
it a
as
hot
far
city.
as the most sinful cities, Vegas #1, Houston #2, Philly #3, LA 4, Atlanta 5, Denver 6, Dallas 7, Phoenix 8, 9 Miami, 10 was Cleveland, Chicago was 16th,
Damn,
and
we lost
Kansas
to
City.
Cleveland.
Kansas City was 50th. Yeah, we lost to
Nice.
Cleveland,
KC.
guys. Come on.
Way to behave.
Yikes. I think you're hot, St. Louis. I'll bang you. Mm-hmm. Just putting that
You
out.
guys are doing great.
Collectively as a city.
Yeah, we need to do better in a couple of these categories to get ourselves back in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Lust a little more, you know?
Yep. Jealous.
Covet thy neighbor's wife. Or husband.
Or husband, whatever you want to do.
Get your lust up, you know?
This story making the rounds again out of Texas. A lot of stories out of Texas today. A sex ed teacher fired from school after being exposed as a former escort.
This is a dude?
Who better? No, a chick.
That's cool.
And Hot too.
Sex ed.
Who better
Right.
to teach sex ed than a former prostitute?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
She knows the field.
Boy, they're making a mistake firing this woman. So she was fired from her job as a school sex education teacher after being exposed as a convicted prostitute and working escort. Her name is Ashley Ketcherside, if you want to look her up. Ashley Ketcherside, she's 38 years old.
Miss Mercedes?
Whose maiden name is Ashley Villalobos.
Villalobos.
She was fired after her conviction of prostitution back in 2012 and 2016 were brought to light. Aside from working as a prostitute, she continued to work as an escort during her time as a sex ed teacher in, of all places, Godly, Texas.
Wow.
She had advertised as the, quote, true girl next door, Lola Brea. And I guess she was on this kind of escort website as, again, billing herself as the true girl next door. She'd have these, pictures of herself scantily clad, offering her services. So she was on the School Health Advisory Council, which is a panel required by Texas state law that recommends to school boards a wide range of health education protocols for students, including appropriate grade levels and curriculum for instruction regarding sex trafficking. And these escort sites build themselves as a place to go for escorts to sell time and companionship.
Okay.
And that's legal to do in Texas, but prostitution's not. And she was outed when a parent just did a simple Google search of her email address.
She's pretty.
Like somebody just Googled her email address and it came up like, oh boy. Parents found her profiles, noted that she was expensive and, quote, well-reviewed.
Nice. Worth the money.
That's good. So
She was very well-reviewed. If a client no-showed, she would still charge $3,000. $3,000 for a no-show.
Hey, man, read the fine print.
I guess I get why she was let go. I mean, a convicted prostitute.
well, if you're still and you're still working in that probably goes against a lot of their standards they have at the school.
But why didn't the conviction show up on her record?
because she
before
was
hired?
convicted as Ashley Villalobos, but now she's Ashley Ketcherside.
So, but wait, I mean, don't these background checks?
I would
more
think.
thorough?
I would think.
I'm
It's
going to
almost
sue
like
because
they're
of
in
that.
place to give the illusion of safety.
Right.
Have fun with that, libertarian uncles. I don't know, man. I think she got it. I think when she put the condom on the banana without using her hands, that's what really gave her away.
Really tipped off some of the kids. Wait a minute.
Some of the kids are like, wow, that's some expert level stuff there.
Yeah, again, who better to teach sex ed than a
Honestly, she's beautiful.
beautiful, right?
Like if I was going to, I would much, I learned sex ed from a guy in neoprene shorts, and I would have much rather had an escort.
Right.
It was way more awkward to watch a guy with a whistle around his neck in blue neoprene shorts with his hair parted down the middle. Coach Ellis, God bless him, wherever he is out there, awkwardly yell at us to not laugh while he put a condom on a banana. That's
But again,
not fun to watch.
But, again, like I think I said it with the OnlyFans teacher down at St. Clair, which there were two
Yeah.
at the same school. Crazy. Once that's exposed, you've lost the room. I mean, can you imagine?
That's
Your-
sex
Your
ed.
I can't.
You lost the room if you're a history teacher, sex ed. You've captured my imagination. I think it's the perfect. I get where you're coming from. You've lost the room if it's any other subject. She's teaching sex ed.
But she's also she's a current escort. So she still has her profiles up on these
She's
escort
still
pages.
continuing education.
Well, and as you're a parent, you're thinking,
Studies.
is she teaching them sex ed, like for normal people, or is there a little flavor of, hey, you
do
too
you
could be a prostitute?
I think the kids need to know what a half and half is.
What is that?
Look that up.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Clearly, I did not have a good sex ed teacher.
Look that
I
up.
had the Urban Dictionary
Half
at
and half.
their disposal.
All right, kids. Today's lesson.
The Eiffel
Never
Tower.
never kiss a prostitute. That will, some of you will use that in the future.
Proper form in an Eiffel Tower. Let's talk about it.
Oh God.
Remember that guy, Vince, from ShamWow? Remember he would sell ShamWow?
Yeah.
Remember that, he also did the slap chop?
Yeah.
He had the crazy face.
Yeah, he was all over.
Florida or something?
He was all over TV with the infomercials. Like it was a slap chop and there was a ShamWow and he was so over the top and he was a pretty damn good infomercial pitch man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he kissed a prostitute and then she bit his tongue off.
Oh.
And there's a picture of him.
Yeah, he looks like a gremlin.
His tongue is gone now?
He does?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gone, but
Oh, yeah. Remember that guy? Bit his tongue off. Was he not supposed to kiss her? Or? Like, how did
guess
that?
not.
What are the details?
well, why don't look it up?
All right.
Well, isn't that like rule number 1? I learned that from Pretty Woman. You don't kiss on the lips when you're a sex worker.
Well, that was so she didn't fall in love with Richard Gere. That was a different reason. But yeah, you're right. I did learn that also.
And I learned that when I was like 8.
Mm-hmm. See? What better education
Then,
than a prostitute,
sure.
a sex worker?
You're right. You know what? I'm coming over to Rafe's side of this logic.
Yeah, there's a picture of him, like with a bloody face.
Wow.
Ew.
ShamWow pitchman's brutal beatdown.
That guy, I mean, look up the ShamWow guy.
Vince keeps pitching ShamWow despite prostitution arrest.
I learned here. You're going to learn the damn well. Vince, it's not going over as well as it used to with you not having a tongue at all. Oh, come on. Still got good energy? Yeah, you do. But it's
I guess he
Got
beat
great
her
energy.
up after she
Oh
bit him.
my God.
oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Wowie wowie.
He had a mugshot and somebody put the weird little microphone headset on his mugshot. So it looks like he's got it on.
What,
in
do you see his
mug-
mugshot? His face is all bloody.
Right.
Vincent Shalomi, arrested after cops say he allegedly hired a hooker whom he took back to his hotel. He began kissing the hooker when she allegedly bit his tongue and wouldn't let go.
Golly.
He then punched the prostitute several times until she released his tongue. Both the prostitute and Vince arrested for felony aggravated battery.
God, what an.
So they declined to prosecute either one.
They were just like, this is
Really?
such a big mess. We just don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, wow, right?
It went to Hooshe.
Yeah.
Huh.
That dude
So-
looks like the Grinch. Like if the Grinch were a person, like without
He looks
being
like
green.
he looks like Beavis.
Beavis, yes.
Yeah.
He looks like Beavis. There
Well,
you go.
hope
There's
he's
the
doing
sex
better.
ed teacher who wound up getting fired from school after being exposed as a former escort. And speaking of gluttony, which we are, yes, we did very well in gluttony.
Or Food City.
We're a food city. Yeah, just some food news real quick. McDonald's is bringing back adult Happy Meals.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember when it was.
They did it like
They
a year
have-
ago or 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
and they sold out really quick. The grown-up Happy Meal because I don't know why. Nostalgia, I guess.
Yeah, but it was also didn't they bring it back at 2020-ish, kind of in that season of where everyone was just wanting to be a kid again.
They're bringing these back on December 11th. They're expected to sell out quickly. They offer a Big Mac or 10-piece chicken nuggets, fries, and a drink. Most notably, I guess they're bringing back the McNugget Buddy collectibles.
Breathe.
I have to just breathe through this.
I know this is
This
hard
is
through
hard
this.
for me.
As you know, McDonald's in 2023. You're almost there.
I know.
You're almost
Stretch. 31 days.
Should I just
You need an
screw it up
advent
just to
calendar.
do
For
it?
No, you're almost
hold
there.
tight. Hold strong.
All right.
If you buy Kraft mac and cheese, you know what to expect: macaroni, cheese, and the cheapest, easiest, least nutritious meals of the week.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Damn delicious.
Yeah, that's Kraft mac and cheese. But that's about to change, and not that last part. Kraft is nixing the cheese. It's called Kraft Not Mac and Cheese, and I guess they're doing this dairy-free alternative to the
Oh.
usual powdered cheese.
That's good.
Yes, that powdered cheese has dairy. It'll be showing up in grocery stores soon. It's going to come in 2 varieties: original and white cheddar with shells.
I'm down, man. I buy the Daya vegan mac and cheese every
Ugh.
now and then. I do have the normal Velveeta shells and cheese and the powdery cheese mac and cheese too, but that's neat. I'll try it.
The vegan cheese, quote-unquote, sauce is made from fava bean protein and coconut oil powder, which Kraft says has a, quote, similar taste, look, and feel to dairy-based mac and cheese. In other words, it's better than it sounds.
It will taste different.
In fact, their press release describes it as mouth-watering.
It won't be. But it's good if you. A lot of people are lactose intolerant and can't have what we all have with mac and cheese. They get disruption. So
True.
Here's the thing. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. Like, my pasta intake needs to really, I need to dial it down a little bit.
I feel you on that.
Like, I'm Italian. What? I like my pasta. But it needs to be dialed down. And somebody says, hey, why don't you try gluten-free, or they got chickpea pasta.
Right.
Chickpeas,
and
it's different.
I said, you know what? I just would rather not have it
You know what's good?
than try to be fooled into something
It's not
that's
about
not.
being fooled, but it's still getting the sauces you love and all that.
Don't urinate on my
And-
leg and tell me it's raining, okay?
I won't
Okay.
do that, but I
and
will
the
tell
texture
you.
of the chickpeas are yummy.
I've come around on spaghetti squash.
That's fine.
Yes.
It's not the same.
It's
you
not
can't
the
go
same.
in there
Good.
thinking.
But
that
don't
it's
say
the
we're
same.
having spaghetti tonight
You
and
can
you
put spaghetti
squash.
sauce and meat in it, and then it's
I love
Super good.
spaghetti
It's like
squash.
angel
I do
hair.
too.
It's
Good.
basically angel hair.
It's a
yummy.
pain in the
It's
ass to
not.
make.
Don't call it that. Call it spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti
Yeah,
squash.
but I'm saying
not
it
trying
kinda
to make
reminds
it
me of
something it's not.
Well, I'm not trying to ruin everybody's 2024 on this show, but I told you guys this yesterday as I pieced out. I think I'm going to go dairy free in 2024.
That's a you
You're
problem.
hardcore, brother.
And I'm a cheese queen, and
Hardcore cheese cream.
I don't know. So like I've done with McDonald's this year, I haven't had it all year. I think I'm going to do that with cheese.
Nice.
Well, that's stupid.
I'm going to be
Just being honest.
such a bitch next year.
But again, it's with the match meat stuff. Like, don't tell me it's something, and it's not.
Hey, I had fake chicken last night, okay, and it was damn delicious with a baked potato and Brussels sprouts.
Thank you for saying it's fake chicken, because it's not chicken.
Yeah, it's not real chicken.
Like, oh, I made pasta tonight. No, you didn't. You
Yeah.
made chickpea something.
Yeah,
This is chickpea something.
We always say impossible burgers, like
Right.
when we make them. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, don't get these miracle noodle things. Have you seen this?
Oh, they come in like
They're
a bag.
clear.
Ugh.
They look like it is the
Like a
most,
rice noodle?
It's so
What is it?
disgusting.
No, it's made of like kelp or something.
Is this slugs or something?
Don't do it. Just,
No, and I've seen those in the store. They come in like a bag. It's like
the noodles are like clear. You know what I mean? Like you can almost
Like the glass
They're
noodles?
almost translucent.
but they come in a wet bag,
They
right?
do. They're in a
Ew.
wet bag.
I don't know.
No.
I've seen
tried
them, and I
it.
said, what monster would buy these?
I tried it, and I got to tell you,
Perfect.
I almost passed away.
You did?
I almost passed
so
away
glad you didn't.
from how sad that made me. when
Yeah,
it got inside my
he
mouth.
almost killed him. And one more thing before we move on. When was the last time anybody's been to Red Lobster?
Too long.
Yeah, I haven't
We
had
used to
a
go there.
pay
As,
raise in a while.
that used to be a treat to go.
I felt like I was there on Thanksgiving when you wheeled out them Cheddar Bay biscuits.
You
Yeah,
did the
I
Cheddar
did.
Bay
I made the Cheddar
biscuits?
Bays.
He did, and I
You buried the lead.
took him to pound.
Oh,
pound.
I made 2 boxes of Cheddar Bays
Ugh.
and had plenty left over.
Well, I'm really happy you didn't bring any in on Monday.
They were
man.
gone by the time we came back. Gone.
My sister made a breakfast thing mixed with that, but it had meat in there and all this, and it was these basically patties, but using the Red Lobster seasoning. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
love
what
the
the
Cheddar
heck is
Bays.
this?
Well, they have their endless shrimp thing going on.
Right now?
I'm going to do the endless shrimp at Red Lobster.
Let's do it.
I'm a shrimp snob. I don't like the little bitty shrimps.
Remember, there's an old Simpsons episode
I'm with you.
in which the sea captain opens an all-you-can-eat seafood joint, which was a big mistake because Homer came in,
I forgot about
and
that.
Homer, they're like, you got to leave. He had his bottomless stomach. Homer handily exploits the deal, leading to a lawsuit. Maybe all you can eat is a garbage idea in real life, too. Because I guess when they do the endless shrimp deal at Red Lobster, they take a bath. Like Red Lobster takes a huge loss.
It's like kelp with whales.
Why do they do this then?
So per Restaurant Business Magazine, back in June, Red Lobster took one of their more popular limited time offers, Ultimate Endless Shrimp, which Ultimate Endless Shrimp, $20. And now they've made it a permanent fixture on the menu.
But is it the small little dinky shrimps or is it the big old honkers?
You ain't getting up. You're not getting like Gulf shrimp.
You're not getting the big ones, but you get as many shrimp as you want. It's ultimate and endless.
I'm not into that.
So the good news is, if you're a Red Lobster shareholder, the traffic at Red Lobster grew by 4% in this year's third quarter. The bad news, they posted a huge loss because they're taking a bath on the endless shrimp.
Wild.
I can see that. I don't know what the going rate is to get shrimp to the Midwest, but it can't be super cheap. I mean, it's expensive right on the Gulf where it's right there. So I can't imagine what it costs to ship it here and then give an endless supply.
Yeah, but even
you're
if
not getting Gulf shrimp. Even
if you go to a Red Lobster, even if you go to a Red Lobster down in New Orleans, I don't think you're getting Gulf shrimp.
No, you're not.
Yeah, they ship it in still.
They ship it in wherever.
Yeah.
To some central location, then ship it out.
I
to
would
all the Red
imagine in
Lobsters.
order to keep up with their demand, it has to be farmed, right?
I guess so, but yeah, somebody says they get you in the door so you could spend money on drinks, but they took a huge loss. They're expected to lose $20 million.
Wow.
Because most likely the endless shrimp deal was such a.
Why do they keep doing this to themselves?
I don't know, but they upped the price now to $25. They want to keep it on the menu. But they've upped the price of the endless shrimp from $20 to $25. So, just so you guys know.
All right. That's good for your stomach, too, all that.
All that. Oh, you get shrimp scampi.
Where do you guys get shrimp in town?
I get it at Whole Foods. Like if I'm wanting big old $30 bags of Gulf shrimp frozen.
I don't love shrimp.
Yeah, I don't think I've really ever bought shrimp in my adult
Deerberg's.
life.
Really?
Yeah.
Deerberg's
Never
has
make-
fresh shrimp. I know it's a pricey. Deerberg's can be pricey, but I'll go there and just get they have it fresh. It's thawed out. It's not frozen. It's like a fresh seafood, and they're big Gulf shrimp.
Yeah, Schnucks has them too. And if you go to the frozen, they got frozen shrimp there
Do you
too.
grill them?
I have.
How do you prepare it?
I saute some butter and garlic and lemon,
Oh, it's like a scampi,
Yeah.
shrimp scampi.
and I just do it that way. I also do, shrimp and grits. Don't even get me
My kids love
started.
shrimp,
Talk
and
about it.
And I'll buy them. I'll buy them with
No
the shells
cheese.
on and everything, and I'll sit at the sink and
I don't like that.
take the poop out of them.
I don't do that.
Oh,
I
you
eat the
deterred
vein.
it?
I'm just going to be straight up. I eat the vein.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
It's not
Nasty.
poop.
I wonder what
It's
that
part of
breath
the
was.
animal.
It is poop. Literally, they're
It is not.
digested. Yes,
It's
it
a
is.
vein. It's a vein.
It's their digestive tract.
I
You
eat
are
it.
eating shrimp poopy.
I'm here. I eat it. I eat shrimp poop.
Like you take a knife and you run it along the back and you take that thing out. It's gross. You can see the poop in there.
I learned that from David Spade. Thank you.
I don't care. You're eating the cockroach of the sea already. So if you're worried about
That's
that
a
little
good point.
Yes, you're
vein-
eating
Well,
the
they're
thing
bottom
that eats
feeders.
garbage from the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
So she.
Well, the cockroach of the sea is a lobster.
I'm eating that too. I'm eating those veins
Yeah, they're
too.
all-
Those
The
poop.
rat
These
of
are-
the sea.
Those are sea bugs. Yeah.
They're all bugs, man.
All right. Enjoy. That's brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Riz. Hit up hotshotsnet.com/Team Riz. In fact, some of the Hot Shots girls are coming by later on.
Nice.
We'll talk about all the December happenings at Hot Shots and play a game with them. But today we celebrate Matthew Dalton from Park Hills, Missouri, our team member today. Matthew is a longtime fan of the show, has been a listener for the past 2 years now. Supports many of the causes that the Riz Show participates in and misses Jeff very much, as do we. Loves our banter, topics of discussion, the overall general structure of the show. Match Up with Moon is his favorite segment and appreciates all the hard work that's contributed to the show. Well, thank you, Matthew. Matthew Dalton from Park Hills, Missouri is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get a super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, it is 7:08. It is Thursday. Traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to book those NASCAR Cup Series tickets right now. WWTRaceway.com. We have a minor incident from earlier on the shoulder of eastbound 70 east of Cypress. EMS is responding to a trash truck that's in a ditch on 110 near Highway 21. Also, northbound 270 just before Manchester, the right lane is closed due to a stalled vehicle. Your weather today, we're going to get up to 53 as the high. You could see some light rain at some point. Tonight, low will be 42. Sun's coming up right now. It's 42. Your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, we got crap on celebrities next. What do you got for us?
Hootie gets a star. Beatles versus Stones 2023. The most listened to songs of 2023. And we're going to trash another list. This one is the worst sequels of all time.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your crap on celebrities. Stay there.
This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the holiday special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming. Next, you want to use the Festus backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with a Canterbury slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using a Crom's Delight or the miniature poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
It's Thursday, so that means it's the perfect day to go to Heavy Smoke Barbecue. And, St. Louis truly is a food city, and Heavy Smoke Barbecue has made that possible. And they've also made a sandwich city because of the King Scott sandwich, which is absolutely the greatest sandwich ever made. And I promise when you try that, you will fall in love with it. I love that sandwich, and I love also getting the tater tots on the side with the seasoning. And you won't find a better meal in town. But go to Heavy Smoke Barbecue and think of them through the holiday season. You got a lot of stuff going on, so you probably have a lot of family events. Maybe you should get those catered, and that's why you got to go to Heavy Smoke Barbecue. Their catering is absolutely fantastic. We use them at Pointfest. We've used them the last, 3 years, and it's truly been a blessing because everyone loves it. And everyone leaves happy and filled and just amazed at the food they just got to eat because they're eating the #1 barbecue in the entire world. Yes, that's right, Heavy Smoke Barbecue. And they do all kinds of cool stuff over there. Like right now they have the brisket chili, and this thing looks delicious. Plus you get that with Texas toast. Absolutely amazing. Go by Heavy Smoke Barbecue today. Eat like a king, and also get them for your catered event. Go to Heavy Smoke Barbecue. That's HeavySmokeBBQ.com.
And if only you could make a deal with God, I know we'd eat places. Been running up that road, been running my heels, been running on the buildings and those places. If only could. That was Kate W. Bush, Running Up the Hill. Bum, bum, bum. Hi from the outside. I mustered called 1,000 times to say I'm sorry for all things that you've done. I tried to call you, but you were not home. No, you weren't home.
Hey, it's Jeff Britton backstage at the pageant, and Nick and Peanut from 311 gracing us with their presence yet again. Thank you guys for taking the time. Appreciate it. St. Louis absolutely freaking loves you guys.
Yeah, how fast did this sell out? It sold out really
super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
We're stoked.
And,
we heard about that.
Yeah, so thank you for coming in, man. I was looking up, especially you, Nick, before you guys came up here, 49 turning 50 in 2020. You guys have been doing this forever, and I'm the same way. I'm 52. Just a quick story that nobody cares about. First time I ever saw you guys was like 91 in Springfield, Missouri. Blacktop of a parking lot of a place called the Regency Showcase, under a tent. No, dude, you would remember that?
Yeah, what was that band we always used to play with there?
It wasn't Big Joe Carr, but something Royale.
Slugworth,
Well,
maybe?
Slugworth was like a Springfield band, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You guys remember that stuff.
Legendary.
And so I started
Legendary, dusty
legendary.
memories.
I started in radio in Springfield down there in '87, something like that. So I'm one of the relics, and I'm the guy that loves radio, and I'm the guy that has struggled through everything, and now I'm doing okay. You guys went from doing parking lots to arenas to amphitheaters like the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater to selling out places like this real quickly. Do you guys remember the struggle, and is it cool to know where you are right now because of that struggle?
Yeah, I mean, we put in the legwork. We always wanted to be more of a grassroots thing that wasn't a media creation, but just having a direct relationship with our fans, building it up through touring. And, we weren't embraced by the industry at first, which I guess was a blessing in hindsight, because now we have a really good foundation from touring, and so we don't have a lot of ups and downs. But yeah, those were great times. As we're going into our 30th year here,
Crazy.
We've got on June 10th will be the 30-year anniversary of our very first show, which was in Omaha, opening for Fugazi. So we're planning a bunch of special things to commemorate 30 years together.
Anything that you can tell us about now, or do you want to keep it under wraps until a later date?
Well, the only thing that has been announced is that the 311 day is now expanding to 3 days in Vegas. So come join us.
Yeah, and there's a lot of information about 311 Day every year on Twitter and social media and stuff, and especially you, Peanut, a great follow on Twitter, at least. I love the stuff that you retweet, because I find things that are in your brain that I would never know without social media.
It's weird, right? Like we're if it's one big mind, it's fun having conversations with everybody, and then we all spit it out and we all kind of relate in one way or the other. If it's direct or not. But yeah, it's so much fun. I love did you see the Cybertruck animation that I threw up?
Oh my gosh, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
So I love it so much.
Like, that's perfect. Yeah, that's how I want to go to school.
And
drop the kids off.
And speaking of the evolution from 91 or 87 to now, social media makes it so much easier to be with your guys' fans, and you guys take advantage of that. That's amazing.
Yeah, we just
123 Mortgage Team 314-862-0123. Kevin, always looking out for you, looking out for me, looking out for us. Local guy. He's great. Bought our last house through Kevin back in 2018. The whole process, couldn't have been easier. He's such a good guy, and he finds a loan that fits your needs. Everybody's loan is going to be different, and he's going to put that puzzle together. And if you're looking to get some extra money for, gifts around the holidays, or looking to improve your house, pay off higher interest debt, finance education, pay for other major expenses, a home equity line of credit can provide you the money you need using your home equity. Now, with Kevin Putney and Equity Express, the whole process is fast, it's secure, it's fully automated. Just go to 123mortgage.com, right there on the home page, take 5 minutes to apply, and get 100% of your loan amount in as few as 5 days. Again, Kevin is great. He makes everything so easy. 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123, and ask Kevin about the Community Promise. And that could provide up to $6,500 in down payment assistance. Call Kevin. 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. It's Kevin Putney, Equal Housing Opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
We are backstage at Pointfest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen.
Happy birthday, Riz.
Captain Shen. All right, welcome back to the show. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Those are the phone numbers. Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow1057thepoint.com. Send us your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. So we got a whole bunch of stuff happening today. Thing number one, the Craigslist Freak of the Year semifinals, the final semifinal matchup. After today, the finals will be set, which will be next week.
Wow.
Craigslist Freak of the Year finals. Thing number two, Rafe's not going to be here tomorrow.
I'm out.
Rafe's out tomorrow, so
going to Knoxville.
We've got to get the E-memorium in for this week, so we'll do that today. Rafe's E-memorium coming up.
Short week E-memorium.
Your buddy Kenny DeForest will be here.
Kenny D.
Kenny D.
Funny dude. Going to be at St. Charles Funny Bone all weekend. Go check him out.
So he's going to come in and hang out for a little bit. We got the Hot Shots girls coming in around 9 o'clock. Also, World Series champion Benji Molina will be in studio.
That's amazing.
Benji Molina in studio.
By the way,
this is like 9 shows in one today.
I know. The biggest follow I think I've ever had is he just followed me yesterday.
Benji Molina did?
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Dude, it's so cool.
That's Polo's radio broadcast partner.
Yeah.
So
He's
Polo
awesome,
does the play-by-play stuff on the Spanish side of things for the Cardinals, and Benji does the color commentary. And he's such a good dude. Have you met him?
He's very, very
I have.
nice. Yeah.
You've met him? Have you met him, Rafe?
I have, yeah. I went up and hung out with him during a game one day.
Such a good
super
guy.
nice guy. Yeah, very, very cool dude.
So the fun fact about Benji Molina is back in, I believe it was 2010. So in 2010, he started as the catcher for the Giants and was traded to the Rangers midseason back in 2010. The World Series that year was Giants versus Rangers. So he was guaranteed a World Series ring that year, win or lose.
Dang.
Which I don't know if any other player, if that's happened to any other player.
I don't know.
Like, so you got traded to the eventual World Series champion, but your team you were traded with to played that team in the World Series. I don't know if that's ever happened to anybody else. But again, he's a good guy, and he's actually coming in to talk about a toy drive he's doing.
Yeah, and Benji has one of my favorite stats in MLB history where he hit a home run, but they ruled it a single at first, so they stopped him at first base, and they were at the bottom, I think the ninth inning or something, so they put a pinch runner in because he's a catcher.
Right.
And then they reviewed it, and they showed it was a home run, so the pinch runner got the run for it. He didn't get the count for the run, but he got the home run, but not a count for the run.
But not the run, actually.
Yeah, he's the only guy to ever do that.
So Benji's doing a toy drive at 314 Sports Cards in Olivet on Saturday from 10 to noon. He's going to be there in person signing autographs, taking pictures with anyone who brings in a new unwrapped toy. And anyone who donates a toy can enter to win special prizes. So that's this Saturday from 10 to noon at 314 Sports Cards on Olive Boulevard in Olivet. It's in the same plaza as a DMV down there.
I'll get your license signed.
Get your license done. Bring a new unwrapped toy for the kiddos, and take a picture with Benji Molina. Meet the man himself. All right, today is November 30th. Back in the day, 46 years ago, 1977, David Bowie performs a duet with Bing Crosby on his Christmas special. They sang Little Drummer Boy. Anybody remember seeing the video of them doing that?
No.
It's pretty awkward.
Sure.
I think the story goes that Bing Crosby had no idea who David Bowie was.
That's incredible in
That's
itself.
the best.
I mean, this is 1977.
Gosh.
But that's
so
like
good.
prime Bowie.
Yeah, the Will Ferrell.
But Bing
spoof of
Crosby
this.
It was like a million
was
years
old as hell then.
I know.
Yeah, have you seen the Will Ferrell spoof of that?
Yes.
It's so
Very
good,
funny.
man.
44 years ago, 1979, Pink Floyd releases The Wall. 41 years ago, 1982, Michael Jackson releases Thriller. Still the best-selling album of all time. 29 years ago, 1994, Tupac Shakur shot 5 times while being robbed of $40,000 worth of jewelry outside a New York City recording studio. 27 years ago, 1996, the music truly died on this day when the genius that was Tiny Tim succumbed to a heart attack at the age of 63. 19 years ago, 2004, Ken Jennings ends his 74-game winning streak on Jeopardy! His earnings on the show totaled an incredible $3,022,700. 16 years ago, 2007, legendary motorcycle stuntman Evel Knievel dies in Florida. He was 69. And 1 year ago today, in 2022, Christine McVie of Fleetwood Mac dies from a stroke at the age of 79. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com. 636-600-0188. Darius Rucker is the next celebrity to receive a coveted star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And he was stunned to hear this news. He says, "Is this real? Honored to receive the 2,766th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame." He added, "If you are in Hollywood sometime down the road, check it out at 7065 Hollywood Boulevard." And his music career began, of course, as the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish. And then after a successful run, he crossed over into country as a solo artist in 2008. And since then, he's released 4 #1 albums, produced 10 chart-topping singles, and he was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry in 2012. I have a couple of mashups here. Let's start with the Hootie one, just to remind ourselves of the greatness in the 90s that was Hootie
Dude,
and the
Hootie and the Blowfish, man, cracked rear view. That was a great record.
It was.
Okay, let me get the audio here. Dude, I keep telling Moon he's got to cover this with the Teenage Dirtbags.
Oh, yeah. Great song. So good.
Hootie, and they're coming to town this summer.
That's right.
Yeah,
I might have to go.
That was a band I realized
I have to go,
was
too.
an adult, because all of a sudden, when I was a kid, I didn't really care for it, and then you turn into an adult, and you're like, that music's really
Me too.
good.
You know, listen, everybody
Yeah.
thought it was cheeseball music.
No.
It's super
It came
good,
out.
man.
It's
When
Time
I hear
Machine.
Hootie and the Blowfish, I think of junior year in high school.
Yeah.
And I think of going to the junior ball with this one girl
Oh.
who
Broke your heart?
she didn't break my heart. She was Ice Queen.
Right on. Well, hey, let's listen to some of his country
Ice Queen.
music too, because this is part of Hootie that I didn't really follow. I'm not a country fan. Per
Yeah,
se.
once Darius Rucker went to the
Yeah, his wagon wheel.
man, I was such a dick when I first got into radio.
Please don't play that.
I was working the red carpet at an event,
Yeah.
and I kept calling him Hootie
Did he not like
on
that?
purpose.
He didn't.
He was very nice.
He is like the nicest
I
man.
kept yelling, and I knew it was Darius, and Hootie! And it was one of those red carpet, velvet rope things where, you know, there's like a million reporters,
Yeah.
and I was one, and I had the microphone out, Hootie! And he came over, and he couldn't have been nicer, and I was such a douche.
Why are
I
you the
love
way
that.
that you are? Let's hear some of his country music.
I know it's very popular.
Yeah. I'll,
very popular.
I'll stick with the 90s jams. I mean, his Hootie and the Blowfish for me is one of those time machine bands, you know? Anyway, Darius, his Hollywood Walk of Fame star ceremony will be on Monday, December 4th, and you can live stream it at walkoffame.com. So congratulations to him. We are Pearl Jam fans in this room.
We are.
Matt Cameron says that the next album has been completed. He was talking to Vinyl Guide. He says, "We did make a record with Andrew Watt. It's in the can. It's mastered, mixed, ready to go. And while he hopes the album will come out next year, he said the powers that be are trying to figure out what's a good time for it to come out and planning a tour behind it and all that stuff." Dude, Andrew Watt, that kid, everything that he has touched, the Ozzy solo records, these last 2 ones, his work with Glenn Hughes in California Breed, this guy is like, to
He's
me,
done a lot of stuff.
He's the new Rick Rubin, like of now. Like, he's not going to be as good as Rick Rubin. I'm not trying to say
Right.
that. But this guy has an ear for what people want to hear and what's going to be a hit maker in the rock world. And it's what the rock genre needs. So I'm excited about this
So no
next
Pearl Jam record in the can. When did he say we're going to get it?
Possibly next year with a tour behind.
I didn't think their last record was bad.
I didn't either.
I thought their last record was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And I loved whenever they were in town. They killed it that night, too.
Killed it.
Scott Stapp of Creed has released another track from his upcoming solo album called Higher Power, which is due out on March 15th. You'll check that out on the blog. The Rolling Stones have teamed up with Paul McCartney. You know, the Beatles versus Stones debate for the last million years. Anytime these guys can get together and do something, it's special. And so there's a video that was released for Bite My Head Off. This is off of the new Stones record, Hackney Diamonds. Here's a little bit of Mick talking about how Paul McCartney played bass on the track.
Take it away, Mick.
And he said, "Wow, I'm Paul playing bass on it." You know, I said, "What number was Paul going to play bass on? Like, depending on you, a ballad?" And he said, No, it's on a punk number. So I said, "Can you really do that?" He said, Yeah. So he just nailed it, you know, in like 2 takes. It's just great.
There's a ton of F-bombs in the music video, so we won't play that, but this is a little clean taste of that song, Bite My Head.
Bite My Head.
Dancing back and forth doing his little chicken dance.
Sounded good to me.
Sounded good to me, man. It's the Stones.
It's the Stones and Paul McCartney.
Have you ever seen the Stones?
No, and I want to.
Oh, I've seen them twice.
We had tickets in Kansas City a couple years ago, and I think I had a comedy. Something came up that I had to take, some kind of comedy opportunity, and I was devastated. I had to sell them because they were expensive. I mean, even then they were expensive. I think I got them for like $500 a piece, and I could not afford it.
My mom is in the Pit. This is her number one band. She's seen them like a million times, and she gets Pit tickets. And
Have you seen them?
I have.
I saw the Stones front row once.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's going to be in my book because there was
Where
a
was
story.
it at?
There's a story to go along with it.
Get that book written.
It's going to be in my book called Noted, which would be out in 2033.
Oh, it's a good
Mark
year.
your calendars.
Calendar.
I can't wait to read your book.
Front row, Giant Stadium.
Dang.
What's the story entail? Give us a little sneak peek. You don't have to tell
Myself?
the story.
Howard Stern,
Okay.
the backup quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts at the time.
All right.
Makes
And
sense.
now
Toby
Beth
Myers.
Stern.
And who?
Oh, you got to meet Beth?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. I love
But none
that.
of the Stones?
No, and the story ends with me being left at Giant Stadium by myself,
Oh.
sitting on a curb waiting for my roommate to find a car to come pick me up. Stay
One-
tuned.
One tear.
Stay tuned. Hear all about it in Noted, coming out in 2033.
Spotify dropped their annual rap lists yesterday, and this probably won't come as any surprise. Taylor Swift topped most of the streamed artist lists for the U.S. and globally. Now, the most streamed artists in the U.S., the top 5, Bad Bunny at number 5, The Weeknd, Morgan Wallen, Drake, and Taylor Swift. The most streamed songs in the U.S. this year, number 5, Boy's a Liar Part 2, which is Ice Spice. Number 4, I don't speak Spanish, Ella Bera Sola from El Saban, Armado, and Peso Pluma.
Got it.
Thank you. Miley Cyrus's Flowers at number 3, Kill Bill from SZA, and Morgan Wallen's song Last Night. was the most
Surprisingly, none
streamed.
of those songs in my top 5.
What?
Oh, you know what? Do you have your top 5?
I have my top 5.
I don't do Spotify for music. I do Apple Music, but they put out a list.
I do want to say a big thanks to the Riz Show listeners who had the Riz Show as their number 1 podcast on Spotify.
Even top 5, I'll take.
Even top 5. And I'm not going to write everybody back because there's a lot of people that send us messages, but thank you all very much, and it's appreciated. Thank you for listening this year. Thanks for streaming us wherever you stream us.
So cool.
Whether it be Spotify or whether it be Apple Podcasts, but a lot of people sent us their screenshots of the Riz Show being their number 1 podcast.
Oh, I'm retweeting
so
them.
Thank you guys so much.
So keep them coming. We'll just
thank you
we'll
guys.
clog the feed. What do you guys have your lists in front of you?
I do.
What are your artists?
My artists, man, it was an Alice in Chains year for
Me as well.
because Alice in Chains was my top artist streamed on Spotify. Alice in Chains, followed by Pearl Jam, followed by the Smashing Pumpkins, followed by Queens of the Stone Age, followed by 9 Inch Nails.
My top 5. 5 was Alice in Chains. Led Zeppelin was number 4. Foo Fighters number 3. Spirit Box number 2. And Aerosmith was my number 1 this year. I was getting ready for that show.
I had no classic rock.
Really?
Normally I'll have like a classic rock band in there somewhere. Not this year.
What about you, Scott?
All right, my 5th, because I'm very hip, I guess, is Post Malone.
Cool.
Okay, Post
And
Malone.
then it was Tame Impala for number 4. And then 3's where I get crazy. Ennio Morricone. That's number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, Marty Robbins. Yeah.
Cool.
Kurt
Okay.
Hip.
What up, Marty Robbins?
Yeah, and 1 is, and I'm in a top 0.05% fan of this, is Enya. She's
And
you're
number
not
1.
joking.
Well,
No,
that's his
it
music
said
that he
it said
makes
it
love
on their
to.
thing. It tells you the
Beautiful
percentage you are, and I was way too high up. I'm like, I need to reduce that.
I spend an exorbitant amount of my night trying to figure out how you got to the top of your list. When you put it in
Well,
the group
she-
thread, I
Because
was
that's
like,
love-making music.
I know.
It is.
No, at the beginning
That's
of the year,
scheduled lovemaking music.
No, at the beginning of the year, I'd put her on right at bedtime and set it for an hour and a half or so, and she would put me to sleep.
Well, how many minutes listened?
Minutes total is 37,377. And my top genre, classic country pop. Of
course.
Whatever that is.
I had 20,243 minutes listened. What
How
about
much?
you, Rafe? 20,243.
46,145
man.
minutes. New Americana was my top genre.
Hey,
my top
thank you.
artists were, no surprise, the Avett Brothers, number 1, Guy Clark, David Allan Coe, Waylon Jennings, and Gregory Alan Isaacoff. My top songs were "Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way" by Waylon, because that's when I'm tired. When I'm on the road and I'm tired and I'm driving, that's how I get. I got a list of like pump me up songs. That's the first song on it.
That's awesome.
Blacklist by John Moreland, great artist. Ramblin' Gamblin' Man by Bob Seger, because I live what I say on the air.
Yeah, I love that song.
Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler, and of course coming in at number 5, which is low, Reba McEntire's Fancy.
Nice.
What were your top songs?
My top songs, Spirit Box, The Void, The Dirt I'm Buried In from Avatar. And then these last 3 are songs that we play in my band that I like listen to learn. And
Right.
so The Babies' Midnight Rendezvous, Pat Benatar's Hit Me With Your Best Shot, and Aerosmith's Come Together.
What are your top songs?
Wheels on the Bus, Skip to My Lou. No, it's all India songs. So Caribbean Blue is number 2. A Day Without
All
Rain is
India
number 1.
songs.
And that's a jammer if you need. I always started every night with that one. And
Hell yeah.
all hers are, it's just India songs.
Oh, I
don't know.
Okay, my top song was Cherub Rock from Smashing Pumpkins.
Sweet.
Followed by Privilege from Incubus.
Good.
Really?
I love that.
That was my
song.
number 2 song.
Make
And
yourself.
wouldn't have not pegged Incubus in your top
No.
anything. Interesting.
Geek Stink Breath from Green Day was number 3.
Right on.
That's awesome.
Promenade from Street Sweeper Social Club
Great band.
was number 4, and We Die Young from Alice in Chains was number 5.
Hell yeah.
I had a good year. I had a good year.
You guys both had Alice in Chains years.
Wow.
I love Allison.
And I get it, because my year did not start off well.
Yeah.
And
Mood music.
Alice
so
in
is that-
Chains kind of set the mood for the year. But it ended strong.
I think that's why I had a lot of Ennio in my
It's
year.
not over.
It's not over. It's ending strong.
There you go.
Thank you.
Some local news with celebrities. John Goodman is coming to the rescue, you guys. The Repertory Theater in St. Louis announced that it had a $2.5 million projected budget shortfall that they needed to meet by the end of the year in order to produce its second half of its season. The RFT is reporting that John Goodman is dropping in. He's literally saving this theater. He's coming to town for a rally for the Rep. It's a holiday benefit experience. It's happening on Sunday, December 17th. He's going to be on stage sharing his insights, anecdotes, a special holiday treat as well. And so if you grew up in St. Louis, you got dragged as a kid to the Repertory Theater to see plays like for your English classes. And I say dragged. I mean, I loved it. I couldn't get enough of going to this cool building and just watching plays happen. And so we definitely don't want this thing to go away. And I love John Goodman for coming in town. He's going to be bringing with him the Lovettes, which is a Chicago-based girl trio inspired by the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And they're going to be doing some music, and he's going to be doing a chat. It's going to be really cool.
I do want to bring something else up, and this you're talking about the budget shortfall. Just reminded me of this. So the headline here, and this is on Channel 5's website, is Bally Sports may drop Cardinals and Blues in late 2024. Hear about this story?
No.
So the story goes, Bally Sports, which has the channel that the Blues are on, that the Cardinals are on, says they plan to drop regional sports broadcasts possibly in September of next year. Which means, as part of the wind down, that would mean our 2 local teams, the Cardinals and the Blues, will have to find other TV and streaming arrangements.
Darn it, we might be able to watch their games now? Oh, that'd be terrible. Please.
Do we not? And I'm stupid because I don't have cable or anything. So Bally Sports Midwest is not like on regular TV. It's not like a
And
Channel
Bally's made
10.
it impossible to find where to get it.
Oh, really?
You have to have cable. It's so
I mean, yeah, you
bogus,
gotta have.
man.
I mean, can you stream?
Like you gotta have
You
direct
can't. I don't
TV?
think you could do.
A la carte?
Last I checked, you couldn't order them just per month. I was trying, and then if you go to the MLB, you can't watch Cardinal games. So it's just like, what the heck?
Oh,
man?
so if you go to MLB.com, it blacks out.
Yeah, it blacks out.
Local. So
it's obnoxious.
I mean, that's a
get free,
big
get
deal.
free.
That is a big deal.
Return to St. Louis, please.
I'm glad you brought that up because I did not have that in sports for upcoming.
The disclosure comes as parent Diamond Sports Group revealed in bankruptcy filings that its St. Louis subsidiary, Bally Sports Midwest, which broadcasts and streams Cardinals and Blues games via television and their app, posted a net loss of $13.8 million for the 9 months ended September 30th. In 2022, it reported a profit of $2.5 million.
Yeah.
So, so it looks like the Cardinals and Blues will have to find somewhere else.
Okay. That's interesting.
To be.
Let's go back to 11.
I wonder what people want. You know, well, I don't know. What do people want? What do they want them to
think
just come back to Channel 4? Like, what do we need to
if
do?
you could just have it on TV where you could have an antenna and watch the games. They still get all the ads. They get way more eyes watching it. I don't understand why they dropped that.
I wonder
because they paid a lot of money to get the streaming rights and TV rights.
Oh man, I bet local channels are excited about this though because
It costs a lot of money to get the rights
Sure.
to air these games.
But I'm
you know
sure
what? They need
someone
the
like
revenue boost. A lot of local TV.
I bet YouTube or Apple or one of them will sweep this up in a second, which is good. I guess. I don't know.
But obviously, it doesn't make money for
Whoever
has it.
Well, I think the reason it didn't make money for them is the way they set themselves up. If they could have had deals with big networks like Hulu and YouTube and all that, where if you were, spend an extra $1 a month or $2 a month to get their ad-on.
Oh, somebody's saying you could buy Bally's by the month on their app.
Oh,
$20 a month.
I tried earlier at a certain point and they didn't have it, so I didn't check again.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Well, that's good news.
In other celebrity news, Shannon Doherty's stage 4 cancer has spread to her bones, but she says she is not done fighting. She tells People magazine, I don't want to die. I'm not done with living, and I'm
That's
not done
very
with
sad.
loving. She was originally diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015. She had a mastectomy followed by chemotherapy and radiation. In April of 2017, she announced she was in remission, but then in 2019 it returned, and in 2020 she was diagnosed with metastatic stage 4 cancer, and it eventually spread to her brain, and she had to have surgery to remove the tumor, but she says she's not done. So she's going to keep fighting through, and all good love to her. Bunny McDougal, do you know who that is? Bunny McDougal. Does that name resonate with you guys at all?
Not at all.
Bunny McDougal. Well, the ladies listening, and maybe some of the men, remember her as Trey McDougal's mother in the hit show Sex and the City. Maybe one of the worst mother-in-laws of all time. And she was played by Frances Sternhagen, and she died at the age of 93 on Monday.
Oh, I think that's a congratulations.
It's a
93.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
I rewatch Sex and the City pretty much every day, and when I get to the McDougal family, I always think about, is that lady alive still? Because she's super old in the show, and that came out in the 90s. And so I'm happy to see she made it to 93. So rest in peace. You can continue to argue whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie while watching it at your local theater. The 1988 classic is returning to the multiplex for 1 week this holiday season. Fans will be able to see Die Hard at AMC theaters starting on December 8th. So check your local
Well, it is a
listing.
Christmas movie. We got tons of emails about it. We have definitive proof. Someone sent me a TikTok, a song about it. It is definitively happens on Christmas Eve. He's going to a Christmas party. He's wishing Merry
What
Christmas
does the
when he gets
director
off
say?
the plane.
Christmas
There are
tree.
12 bad guys that die in the movie, 12 Days of Christmas, not a coincidence. He's got they actually sell sweatshirts that say, ho, 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 now I have a machine gun as Christmas sweaters. I think we can officially put this to
What
rest.
does the director say? What does the writer of the movie
The director S. Claus says it is indeed a Christmas movie.
say? Okay, well.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently the Bally's app only shows Blues games, not Cardinal games.
No.
There you go.
Okay, good.
All right, and finally, there's
Making
some
it tougher. I like
terrible sequels. I wouldn't say Die Hard 2 is a bad sequel, right? It's pretty good.
Die Hard 2 was the airport, right?
Airplane, yeah. He ends up in a plane. I don't know if the whole thing's on a plane.
I like Die Hard 3.
Yeah, with a vengeance.
Yeah, that's with Samuel
good.
Jackson.
I didn't make it that far.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Might
We'll watch
be.
it.
It's not better than the first one, but it
Ooh,
is. It's up there.
I think it's equal.
Sam Jackson elevates
Jeremy
it.
Irons.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons is great. It's Hans Gruber's brother. So they call back the first one.
Oh,
it's
that's a good movie.
Well, let's talk about the terrible sequels. I'm going to give you the number 10 one right now. So Tremors 2 made the list. Terrible sequel.
Was Kevin Bacon in Tremors 2?
Yeah.
Or is it just Michael Gross?
I don't think he was in it.
Michael Gross, the dad from Family Ties.
And
Oh God.
Reba McEntire.
And Reba McEntire, his wife.
Is that the underwear?
Who was awesome in Tremors 1, by the way.
Which one had her in the underwear? That was one of them.
Number
She
9.
was in her underwear?
Who was
One
the
of them?
other guy? Who was the other main guy that was like... He was a good character actor from the 80s. He was in a lot of like...
I think he may have just
he was on Uncommon Valor.
Yeah, he's got
that
the
guy's
face. 1990s Tremors.
haven't
Fred
seen that
Ward.
movie in a
Fred
million
Ward.
Yeah, good looking.
Yeah.
Oh, he died last year.
All right, Pete
Fred.
Fred.
Yeah, he's a goofball.
Oh,
too.
he was in The Right Stuff.
He was in Joe Dirt.
He was in Uncommon Valor, I remember. He
Yeah.
was in
He's a great. Yeah, he was a
good
very
quintessential
rad-
80s
Yeah.
ensemble actor.
And he has a cool look, man.
Was he was in the sequel, right? Not Kevin?
I'm not sure.
Wow, that's
I don't know.
wild.
Anyway.
We're going to do this for each one of these with who's in it and who's not. Think of other sequels that suck.
Jaws 2.
Jaws 2 did not make the top 10.
The Mask.
The Mask.
With Jamie Kennedy sequel.
Not on the
Oh, that
list.
wasn't that
No
Son
Jim
of Mask?
Carrey. Son of Mask. It still counts though as a sequel, right?
Yeah.
There's an iconic 90s comedy that had a sequel
Dumb and
recently.
Dumber.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumb and Dumber 2 was the #1 terrible
Worst
sequel.
sequel.
Dude,
Yep.
I could not disagree more. I honestly think that was a situation where I watched it and I was like, this is just Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
it's the
it's fun.
exact same. You've just aged. You're not 12 anymore. So that style of comedy, you have, hopefully your comedic tastes have evolved, and instead you're like, you're mad that they gave you the sequel you wanted. It just happened to be so far down the...
That was the one with...
but I bet if you watched it with a 12-year-old kid, they'd be like, this is hilarious.
Freda Felcher was Kathleen Turner, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it? It's okay. I don't
It's
think
funny,
it's
man.
the worst.
I like it.
Definitely not
I just
the
like
worst.
that world. I like that world. It's silly and
Some people would say that Temple of Doom from Indiana Jones is a terrible sequel.
Oh.
Some would say that.
Is that on the list?
It is not.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me give you this. #9, First Blood. And then Rambo, First Blood Part 2.
What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. First Blood Part 2 was probably better than First Blood.
Dude, it is
It's a
rad.
very different movie.
It's very different.
It's a very different movie.
They pivoted from an actual story about a Vietnam veteran not being welcome home to turning Rambo into a sexy, oiled-up killing machine.
Yeah.
But
who's got
still a
exploding
good movie.
arrows? That was exploding arrows.
Still a good movie.
Those
Dude,
are
when
so
he's in
good.
the mud and his eyes open, like when you were a little kid, everybody wanted that knife.
Oh, yeah.
This list sucks.
And whenever they're talking about paintball yesterday, I saw his picture and was like, that's what I'm going to do, man. Is get in the mud and no one's going to see me and I'm going to win.
All right, First Blood, the first Rambo. I mean, it was like a serious...
It's a great movie.
Great movie. I think one person died. Like it was like the body count was only one. It was really a story about Vietnam vet coming home and not being able to be accepted into society.
He was supposed to die. I watched the Sylvester Stallone doc, and he said that he changed the end of the script. Like he was supposed to die at the end. Troutman was supposed to kill him because he couldn't. And he's like, we're not doing. He's like, all these Vietnam vets are going to watch this movie. I don't want them to feel like they have no hope.
Wow, that's
like,
awesome.
He's like, that's the hero of the movie who's a Vietnam vet gets killed because he can't adjust it. He's like, we can't. That's not the message. And because he did that, all of that iconic character had all those other movies.
Guys, I have to
I'm
have a
glad he did
female
that.
confession. I've never watched Rambo.
We knew that.
It's worth it.
Okay.
It's worth a watch. It's really good.
#8 on this list, Independence Day and Independence Day Resurgence.
I forgot they made that.
I never
did
saw
too.
that.
Neither did I. #7, American Psycho, and American Psycho #2. Who plays
Mila
American?
Kunis.
Oh,
Mila
that's
Kunis.
right. I've not seen it, but I've seen the still.
I
of it.
just read they were supposed to be like they changed it after they shot it to make it American Psycho 2.
Oh, so they weren't originally going that route?
Yeah,
So they turned into
had that
Patrick
idea
Bateman.
Kind of for
There was
Yeah.
another like prequel sequel, sort of, with Vanderbeek.
Rules of Attraction.
Rules of Attraction.
Which
where
is a
he
great
was either
movie.
Patrick Bateman or Patrick Bateman's brother.
He's
I
his
can't.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's a prequel almost.
Wow.
Even though it
was all right.
Yeah, it was fine. #6 on this list is Planet of the Apes.
Hold on.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Terrible.
This is the
sequel.
old school Planet of the Apes.
I
This
guess
is
so.
Charlton Heston.
Yeah, 1968.
New Planet of the Apes movies were good, dude.
Yeah, the new ones are great.
Not the one with Mark Wahlberg.
No, the
That
ones
was
after.
that was the Tim Burton one, which was not great.
Not great.
But the ones after that were good.
The cool cups and stuff like that at the fast food chains were rad though.
That's
that first
cool.
one.
#5 on this list, Thor Ragnarok, and then Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh, I thought they were all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number
I like
4,
Taika Waititi.
Airplane, and Airplane 2, the sequel.
Oh, Airplane 2
Okay.
was the space shuttle, right?
Yeah, it's
Let
where
us
they go
guess
to,
the top three.
They go to
Okay.
space. It was
We got one, Dumb and Dumber, so we only need 2 and 3, right?
Yep.
Give me
I'm going to give you a genre.
Year.
Okay, so
genre and a year.
number 3 came out in the 70s or maybe late 60s, and it's a horror film, maybe the most iconic
Exorcist
one.
Halloween 2.
The Exorcist.
Okay.
And Exorcist 2, The Heretic was the worst sequel. And there's been many sequels for The Exorcist. Number 2, it is a music film. It is a SNL film. It is an iconic film. And
it's
they
a
did a...
sequel?
Not Wayne's World 2.
No, God, no.
I like that one.
I know, that's amazing.
too.
No, this one came out in the year 2000, the sequel for this movie.
It was an SNL movie.
It was. Characters from SNL turned legendary. Early SNL.
Blues Brothers, 2000.
Blues Brothers.
That was a
2000.
stinker, dude. That was a big stinker.
That was John
and I
Goodman.
love John
Yeah.
Goodman. Even he couldn't
John
save it.
Goodman and Jim Belushi, right?
Belushi.
That was one of those that I was so excited for as a kid, and then you kind of
Was Jim Belushi in that?
The movie.
See.
That was a
Or
movie.
was it still Dan Aykroyd?
I was thinking it was still Dan, but I think Jim was also
He was
in it.
involved with it.
Jim was in the first one.
Where was Jim Belushi in
He was
it?
in the gorilla suit.
I had no idea. The first Blues Brothers movie is so freaking
and it still
good.
holds up.
Still holds up.
And I love that scene at the mall where they're going, they're driving through that, and they
Oh,
found a
my
mall
God.
that was getting ready to be demolished, so they let them just come in and tear the tar out of it. It was so rad. So good.
Such a good movie.
Maybe that's Trading Places.
John
Jim
Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, James Brown.
Oh. All right, today celebrating a birthday. Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory, Penny, is 38. Chrissy Teigen, So Brave, is 38. Elisha Cuthbert is 41. Clay Aiken, 45. DJ and producer Steve Aoki is 46. Ben Stiller, 58. Bo Mother effing Jackson.
Yeah.
Badass multi-sport athlete, Heisman Trophy winner, the first man selected for both the MLB All-Star Game and the NFL Pro Bowl. How old is Bo Jackson today?
Well, we know he has exploding arrows for sure. He's Rambo. I'm going to say he's
55.
I'm going to say 61.
61.
Very good.
Dang.
Billy Idol, 68. Manny Patinkin. He's Saul Berenson on Homeland, Inigo Montoya in The Princess Bride. Manny Patinkin is 71. Director Ridley Scott is 86. And Woody Allen is 88 today. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Shannon Kelly. Today's birthday girl's been in 192 fine films, including Attack That Ass, Big Gulps 3, Casting Couch Cougars, Elegant and Nasty, The Fetish Factory 2, Girls, Girls, Girls 2, Interracial Trailer Trash Moms, The Sexual Exploits of Jean Valjean, Truth or Bondage, and Who Can Forget a Role. In 2008's If You Like Me, You'll Love My Mom. Shannon Kelly is 43 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and Rafe will regale us with this week's
Regali. E-memorium.
I mean, he's not here tomorrow. Normally, E-memorium is on Friday, but
Yeah.
we got to get this done.
You're getting sent off a day early, St. Louis.
Yeah, so we'll do it today. A very special E-memorium after the break. 7:51, Thursday, traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of next year is going to be on Sunday, June 2nd. So lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now, www.raceway.com. Two-vehicle crash on eastbound 70 at Highway 79. The left lane is closed there. Southbound 270, just before Ladue, the two right lanes are closed. There's heavy traffic through Olive. I don't know if that's because of a crash or what's going on, but it is stacked. Today we will get up to 53. It's going to be raining tonight at some point, 42 as the low. Right now, sun's coming up. It's gorgeous, 43 out there. It's 7:52, and your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
How is Caddyshack 2 not on that list? I forgot about it with Jackie Mason.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
there's a lot of stinky sequels that weren't on there.
Yeah. All right. Well, E-memorium next. Stay there.
This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the holiday special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming. Next, you want to use the Festus backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with the Canterbury slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using the Crom's Delight or the miniature poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
House of Pain on 105.7 The Point. You are live with
Good job. You hate, you despise, you don't want to be there, you don't like who you're working for or with. Well, how about a change in careers? It's not too early to start that New Year's resolution. You know, Centric is an accelerated training program that prepares you for a new career in IT in as little as 4 months. Not 4 years, 4 months. Hands-on training, certified instructors, real-world situations. Cybersecurity is one of the most in-demand jobs today. 1,500 companies have hired Centric grads. You'll learn about the cloud. You'll learn about hacking and password cracking and network sniffing, digital forensics, and many more technologies. And Centric is always updating their curriculum to make sure you're trained in all today's technologies. New programs are starting all the time. In fact, they have a new Flex program, so you got no excuses. Their Flex option is designed to get you into your new career on your schedule and at a pace you set. The Flex option with Centric gives you the ability to progress through the program with all the benefits of a traditional Centric class using modern learning technologies. You'll have access to live and recorded instructor lectures, self-directed labs and projects, group study sessions with classmates, and 24/7 instant chat support. Centric.com/Riz, CENTRIQ.com/Riz.
All right, we are backstage at the pageant. Big time club show with 311. We've got Peanut and Mr. Nick Hexum joining us. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to have you back in St. Louis and playing the pageant. It's great to be able to be so close to you tonight.
You love seeing us in small places.
I do. I can't. I will not ever deny that.
It was a little off-camera, little banter we were doing. Yeah, it's good to be in small places. This is where we cut our teeth. You know, you were saying Mississippi Nights, and we did the same thing in town. But pageant, I walked in this morning, first thing, like groggy, 9 in the morning, like, we're gonna destroy this place.
Okay, now this is a question.
People that have been here too, like there's this Wall of Fame, and
Oh, yeah.
the owner has got a photo with all the biggest people in the world. Like they get some great names.
It's incredible, and also too down at Blueberry Hill. I mean, what he has here at the pageant is just like, from what I understand, it is a very small amount of his collection. And over at Blueberry Hill, there's the pictures with Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney and George Harrison. And
I've heard of all of them.
Right. All pretty established folks. So, but you guys gotta have to be on that wall somewhere. Have you not gotten a picture taken?
We're
Good
somewhere.
job.
We're.
I didn't say.
Yeah, we're Imagine Dragons.
Well, I think you got a couple more albums under the belt than those dudes. I want to ask a question that might sound funny, but I honestly don't mean it to be funny. When you are going,
anything. I love that. That could be absolutely anything.
Right, good stuff. When you go from playing a gigantic stage to a smaller stage, is there any like legit concern of, hey, we have to watch each other tonight so that we don't run into someone, so that nobody gets whacked with anything, nobody trips? Is that it? But you guys are pros, so that's probably not a deal.
I mean, you gotta imagine when we were first starting out, 22, 23, we were so out of control and wild. We had a few more on-stage collisions then, but now we all kind of just have an unspoken choreography.
I gotcha.
You know, S.A. has his lane when he's like, okay, Nick's up there, I can go around there and sweet him there.
Right, yeah. It's understood without being spoken.
I think one of the things, the last time I interviewed you, Peanut, one of the things that I'd asked you was how had the band stayed together for so long? No lineup changes. That's almost unheard of these days. And one of the things that you said to me really struck me as that you guys kind of practice what you preach, And do you guys, will you guys see each other outside of the band times? Do you guys hang out away from 311 things? There has to be a way that you've worked out the friendships to this point that you're able to make it through these things, I would think.
Well, in the old days, we were saved by rock, paper, scissors. Big decisions were made by rock, paper, scissors.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Yeah, before we were mature enough to logic things out, yeah, it was just like the sanctity of the Rosham.
Rochambeau. But now we just
understood.
discuss things and reach a consensus, and it never, though we respect democracy, if it had to come to a vote, and luckily we're an odd number, it could be 3 versus 2, but it never really comes to that. We just keep talking things out, and to be in a band with the same guys for 27 years, you have to be ready to not get your way and realize that it's not about any one individual. It's about the collective that we had together, and it's a brotherhood.
Very good. Let's talk about the new album, Mosaic. It's out now. John Feldman in the mix on this record. I am fascinated by what this man does because it seems like it can be Pink, it can be you guys, it can be Blink-182. It can be just this large swath of artists that he seems to have the magic touch. What is it about working with John? He definitely seems, from an outsider, very obviously being an artist himself, but he seems very artist-friendly, probably lets you guys do what you do. How does he bring out the best in you?
Yeah, I mean, he does hip-hop and the heaviest of metal, punk. Like, he's all over the board, kind of like 311 is, you know what I mean? We like everything, and, you know, we've known him since about 20 years when we toured with Goldfinger back in '97. And, you know, we were just kind of palling around. We lived close to each other, and thought we were kind of getting to the end of this album with 12 what we considered great songs with Scotch. And then at the last minute, I called Feldy and I was like, hey, you want to write a song? The band's down. And I went over there and just cranked out Too Much to Think in like 30 or 40 minutes. And then he was like, come back tomorrow, let's do another one. And then I got Peanut and Essay over there, and we just cranked out 5 songs really fast, where the first 12 songs took us about 2 years, and then the last 5 songs took us like 2 weeks. So it was a totally different pace than we're used to working with. And
his eye doctor, Dr. Vasella at Fenton Family Eye Care, obviously in Fenton. And Dr. V is one of only 2 pediatric specialists in St. Louis affiliated with Treehouse Eyes that does myopia control for kids. Now, my son wears glasses. He's nearsighted. And his prescription keeps getting worse every year. And I always have to yell at him, where's your glasses? Did you put your contacts in? Now, with myopia control overnight contacts, Dr. V has not only stopped his prescription from getting worse, when my son wakes up in the morning after having these contacts in at night, he takes the contacts out, and he doesn't have to wear glasses or put soft lenses in, and he can see all day long. And I think every parent should know about this. He's great with kids. Dr. V has remodeled their office. Truly gorgeous, double the space as before. Consultations are absolutely free, no obligation. Go to FentonFamilyEyeCare.com. That's FentonFamilyEyeCare.com and book your free myopia control appointment. Again, that's FentonFamilyEyeCare.com and book that myopia control appointment.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop, and we're gonna go get some records.
Reggae and ska. This record is going to change your life. It really is. This is nightclub, gangsters, Rudy, A Message to You, Rat Race, man, Ghost Town. So we come, Interrupters, before we come out on stage, we play Ghost Town, and it's on this. You just have to get, this is, I insist that you get that one.
Okay.
If you were gonna get a Ramones record, are you
get his buddy yet?
Yeah, I think
so.
they're running in the parking lot right now.
Yeah, I was looking outside the window and I see this little head just run.
Rafe is in the parking lot?
No.
His buddy Kenny DeForest, who's at the St. Charles Funny Bone, will be sitting in today. Moon is out. He'll be back tomorrow. Rafe is out tomorrow. He'll be back on Monday. Oh, there they are. Hey, fellas.
We're here.
We're on the air.
Hello there.
Kenny, Riz, that's Lern. That's
Hi.
King Scott.
Yes, nice to meet you, King.
Take a seat, man.
Let's do it. I like your sweater, dude.
Thank you. How's it going?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
You're out at the St. Charles Funny Bone this weekend.
Yes, sir.
And now you're here. What an honor, huh?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
What an honor for you.
Got to get an early jump on it, baby.
Yeah, that's right. So we got coming up, Benji Molina is going to be here. So Benji Molina is going to be in studio at around 8:45. He's got a toy drive he's promoting for Saturday. Are you a sports fan?
Oh, yeah, big time.
So you know Benji Molina?
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
World Series champion.
Oh, yeah.
You know there's 3 Molina brothers.
Yeah.
Every one of them have won a World Series.
Ridiculous. So cool. I wish they were talented. You know, that'd be neat just to see them. So
no, Benji's got 2, Yachty's got 2, and the brother Jose, I think he's got 1 with the Yankees.
Yeah. And they all played a decent amount of time. I mean, crazy. And yeah, their dad has to be so proud of himself.
I can't imagine.
Like, I did all that teaching.
Is there a 4th Molina brother who's super pissed off?
Well,
this is Rodney Molina. He never made the playoffs.
Rodney Molina.
This is Cooper Molina. He just
Yeah, like Cooper Manning.
Yeah, exactly.
He had a bad hip. He had hip dysplasia.
The Manning brothers. So you got Eli and Peyton, and there's the third brother, Cooper.
That nobody talks about.
Yeah, he's the Peyton Manning of selling hardware.
Cool.
He's a good figure skater, though.
But he got hurt, though. I think he was on track to
Literally
actually-
I think he had some kind of like degenerative disease where he couldn't play ball.
Hey, let's just make fun of this guy. What are we doing?
That's why I'm setting up the roast.
The roast of Cooper Manning? Yeah, the
I have a degenerative spine disease.
Yeah, the dad was a great quarterback, and then the two brothers, obviously, and then Cooper.
Is he the hot? Is he like?
That's how you have to say his name, by the way.
He's not even, and you know what? You know how sad it is that he's not even the hottest Manning brother?
Damn it.
You could have given him something.
Right.
Yeah, he's an accountant at H&R Block.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of neat. That's who I do my taxes.
Hey, not
through.
bad, not bad.
No, I don't know what
He's
it
a
is.
shift manager for Jackson Hewitt at a super Walmart.
Yeah.
Hey, just to put a capper on something from yesterday, I don't know how we even got into it. Farting in front of your significant other.
Oh yes, Kenny. Your
Kenny, you
thoughts?
married?
No, I'm not married. I farted in front of my ex-wife and she left me immediately. No, I've been in a long-term thing. I've been there. You know what I mean?
Like you broke the fart barrier.
Oh yeah. Oh
Did
yeah.
you do it early in the relationship?
Yeah, I did, and it was a mistake. I came out way too hot. Yeah, dude. I was like, "Ooh, I think this girl likes me. Let's test these waters."
Yeah, you put out an album too early.
Yeah. We weren't there
I
yet.
wish you could get it off Spotify. You're like, I wish I could take that down. It happens.
Like, I don't fart in front of my wife. My wife doesn't fart in front of me. We've been married for, it'll be 18 years. I think,
can you imagine?
That's fine.
Same with me.
Like, never? You've never, in 18 years, you've
not on
never,
purpose.
you never fired one off accidentally.
I mean,
accidentally.
accidentally.
Yeah.
But not on purpose. It's like some couples celebrate farting in front of each other.
There's a happy medium in there somewhere, dude.
And it's
Yeah.
me farting in my sleep in front of my husband. That's when he gets it.
Yeah.
That's when Tina,
But I'm not
Tina
like,
unloads.
woo, like, I don't do the, like, I'm sitting on the couch, hey, babe.
Like lift a leg. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
You keep it in the sleep. No, that's okay. I appreciate it. Please help wake me up. I'll take all the help I can get.
You're fine with it. Like you and your relationship.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if it's because we're comics. Like, farts are universally funny. Like, maybe we're cooler about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Do you think that? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, because
you dated another comedian for a long time.
yeah. Because you say things that are so off-putting and disgusting at all times.
It's like, the fart's nothing compared to the things you say.
Yeah.
True.
The fart's there to distract from the things coming out of your mouth.
What a horrible human you actually
She's
are.
like, what did you say? You're like, oh, never mind.
What?
Hey, here's a little something from the colon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to keep the romance going. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's probably for the best to do what you're doing.
Right. And it's fine.
It's a show of respect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Restraint.
Respect, restraint.
And severe hangups that should probably be talked out in therapy.
Well, because the hardest thing in a long-term relationship is to put off as long as possible the feeling that we are now no longer lovers, but in fact some sort of sibling that is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
You get
think,
to screw sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Is that
Right.
what love is?
That
is that
is what love
marriage
is.
eventually?
yeah,
Just banging your stepbrother.
yeah,
That's nice. It's beautiful.
yeah. Why do you think Pornhub's having such a run right now?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I bring it up because some people did ask this stupid question. Does farting burn calories? So could I fart my way to a better body?
Sure, let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
That's my goal in 2024.
There are no stupid questions. This one is pretty dumb. Does farting burn calories? And the site Health Digest actually just did an article on this. And they're not the first. Women's Health also did a write-up a while back after somebody posted a random fact on Facebook. It claimed that every fart burns an average of 67 calories.
I believe it.
But sadly, that's not true. If it was, we would all have lost weight after a big meal at Thanksgiving.
Well, doesn't a fart come out at like 30 miles per hour?
I'm not sure of the stats as far as...
Right when you're holding it in for
Yeah.
18 years, yeah, I would imagine it does.
Yeah.
Kenny, if I have to fart in my house, I get in my car and I drive 5 miles down the road,
Yeah.
let her rip and drive
To the
back.
Walgreens, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your special place?
That's my special place.
Yeah.
We
Fart
should
to the
test that.
mailbox.
Yeah.
The postman passes out every time he delivers the mail.
I have the corner of shame in my house. No, it's not really true that we burn 67 calories after farting. Does passing gas burn any calories? The answer is yes and no. When you let one rip, the muscles that make it happen are relaxing, not contracting, and activating your muscles is what burns calories. That's it. If you have to strain to release that blast of gas, it might burn 1 calorie, maybe
That
2.
counts, man. It's not how many. It's does farting burn calories? Yes,
1
calorie.
or 2 if you push it out.
And we are.
So we understand what calories smell like.
Yes.
Yes.
That's cool.
And then also, holding a fart burns calories then, because that's the contraction of the muscles. So not only are you respecting your wife, but you're getting a 6-pack.
Dude,
you're toning
Those
up.
abs.
Yeah, so look at these abs.
Look at that.
So there you go. Put that in your pocket and do whatever you want with it. Fart on it if I don't care.
Hold it in.
Hold it in, whatever you want to do.
This is going to come up again in the E-memorium, just to let you know.
What, farts?
Just this whole subject.
Well, let's get to it. Kenny DeForest is here.
Kenny's here.
He's at the St. Charles Funny Bone this weekend. It's time for Rafe to shine here. It's this week's...
Sorry, dude. Welcome to the show. It's all about me now.
Yeah, dude.
It's this week's
It's an honor to be here.
E-memorium where we say goodbye to certain people, certain topics.
Yes, normally I do this on Friday, but because I'm off tomorrow, E-memorium is a lot like the Oscars in memoriam. It's the way we handle trolls, complainers, and emails that we get. It's we say goodbye to people who've say they're never going to listen to our show again based on either an opinion we had about a subject, something that we brought up, or just good old-fashioned trolls who got to spread their hate and misery, even during the holidays. So
we got to say goodbye.
We got to say goodbye to them. So this week's E-memoriam brought to you by Hughes Funeral Alternatives. Discover Aquamation, the natural, gentle, eco-friendly alternative to fire-based cremation. And that is a real sponsor, by the way. Because I could tell Kenny's like, are you making this up? Nope, that was real. First up, grape gropers. To the cereal fruit fondlers in the grocery store aisles, considers this your eulogy. Some of our listeners are angry at your little Concord kink. You who treat produce sections like your personal dating app, swiping left and right on bunches as if they're juicy little hookups. Let's be clear, these grapes didn't consent to your overeager squeezes and prods, perverts. They're just trying to make it to a fruit salad, not be manhandled by every Tom, Dick, and Harriet trying to decide on a snack. You grape-groping escapades are as unsettling as finding a raisin in your chocolate chip cookie. You've turned a simple shopping chore into a scene straight out of a B-grade food fetish film. So to all the grape gropers, smugglers, and lickers out there, may your hands find peace in your pockets, and may you learn that the art of look, don't touch is best kept in the grocery store. Farewell.
Who's licking grapes?
I assume you are. Farewell, and remember, those grapes are not auditioning for a role on your little casting couch, Riz. Okay? They're just trying to get eaten. And not like that, you sickos.
Listen, that's okay to go through the bag to see what you want, what you don't want.
Hey, you don't get to defend yourself in the E-memoriam. I'm sorry, that's the rules. Next up, the term jilling.
Thank God. No. What?
You familiar with the term jilling, Kenny? And is the
I'm
female
not.
equivalent of joeing. So it's the female.
And my mom's
So
name
a
is
guy
Jill
would
Kenny.
Joe,
Oh, that's good.
and a girl would Jill.
Jilling like a villain.
Oh God.
The term jilling, a linguistic misstep for female masturbation that brings an awkward shudder to our dear co-host Lern, mainly because it's a cringe-inducing reminder of her own mother's name.
Yes, it is.
Who knew self-love could take such an uncomfortable familial turn? Every mention is like a psychological horror movie playing on a loop in poor Lern's mind, featuring the most unlikely and unwelcome star, her mama. Every time the word pops up, it's like a Freudian field day for Lern, a mental image no amount of therapy can erase. It's not just a term, it's a one-way ticket to a maternal peep show.
No.
It's going to get worse, so just...
Oh.
When you say Jillian, you're not just killing her mood, you're sending it back into a family reunion. She's barely processed the time she looked in her mother's nightstand 30 years ago, let alone could she possibly withstand jilling being the new catch-all term for doing the old rotary phone, turning on the sprinkler, shaking out the curtains, cleaning out the coin purse, etc. et al.
Shaking out the curtains.
Woo! I love it. I love that more.
Now, I could mount a defense for the term jilling. After all, let's remember, moms are people too, with their own secret desires and intense personal journeys. While the term might make Lern cringe with images she'd rather not entertain, let's not forget that moms, including Lern's, are entitled to their own expressions of self-love. The word jilling might conjure up uncomfortable family associations for Lern, but it also serves as a reminder that moms, like all individuals, have their own carnal needs screaming from the abyss of raw, unbridled passion. One might say it's a celebration of womanhood in all its forms across generation, breaking down the taboos surrounding female sexuality. Passing the gift of lust and eroticism from mother to daughter.
What?
Without the shackles of shame. Jill, release us.
No.
From the shame. So while jilling may be a linguistic hurdle for Lern, it's also a testament to the fact that moms, including hers, are complex, whole beings with their own stories and experiences. Let's embrace a term that acknowledges and respects that reality. Then again, how about no? It's just gross. She can't handle it. So instead, let's bid a not-so-fond farewell to jilling. We're on a quest for a term that doesn't send Lern into a spiral of Freudian distress.
There is no other term.
There is now.
It's forever jilling.
Here's to the future where self-discovery doesn't involve accidental cameos by relatives of Lern. Let's leave Lern mom out of this, shall we? And come up with a new term that's less disturbing to the crew, like Roseanning.
Oh,
Or
no.
Sarahing. Or Sarah Junioring.
Oh, my Lord.
You leave Roseanne out of this.
It's too late. Your mom and Scott's mom and sister are in it.
Got it.
Bye-bye, Jill. Next up, real Christmas trees. Sad. The fall of the real Christmas tree. Once the king of Yuletide, now dethroned by its plastic assembly required counterpart. Farewell, O Tannenbaum. Your reign has been chopped down like, well, you. We've turned our backs on the ritual of choosing you, the family pilgrimage to find the perfect tree, now deemed too cumbersome, too messy, too real. Instead, we opt for the hollow charm of a factory-made faux fur. Its perfect symmetry is an insult to your organic beauty. Who needs the fresh scent of pine when you can have the intoxicating aroma of manufactured plastic? Gross. You stood there tall and proud, offering a piece of nature's splendor, only to be replaced by a collapsible pole with a pre-strung light fixture. What an affront to your legacy, your years of growth and chasing the sun reduced to a footnote in the face of convenience. Gone are the days of vacuuming needles and fathers saying the F word in front of their children as another branch scratches the living room drywall.
Yeah.
Now we're in the era of Stepford trees, perfect in their uniformity, as soulless as a carol sung in autotune. So to the real Christmas trees, you've been uprooted from our hearts. You're like the handwritten letter in an email world, nostalgic, charming, but let's face it, a bit of an inconvenience. We'll always remember the prick of your needles and the way you made our allergies act up for a month out of the year. Farewell, you once majestic symbols of the season. May your roots find solace in the forest of forgotten tradition. Rest in peace, you emerald giants, you ghosts of Christmas past. Bye-bye.
Well, that's sad.
My goodness.
I know.
That's sad, that one.
I know that one. It was hard to find the humor in that one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I told you it was kind of sad. I told you one of these is actually sad today. Next up, two more marital fart holders.
There we go.
Let's call this back.
Let's go.
Or as I like to call you, partners in holy scatrimony trademark. Thank you. We angered some folks this week who, like half of our show, have been clenching their asses around the person they married like a day one cellmate in Folsom. To the silent but deadly marital artists who've held in their farts and held them hostage throughout their wedded bliss, what a feat of intestinal fortitude. Wow. We gather to mourn the countless flatulent fugitives you kept under lock and key. What a true testament to the, quote, in sickness and in health vow, by literally giving and living in a state of constant abdominal pain.
It's true.
How many nights have you spent clenched in terror that you were a mere cough away from hiring a really pricey divorce lawyer? Your commitment to the airless pact is more tightly wound than a mummy inside the sarcophagus of King Tutankhamun, which ironically is something your marriage will never have a toot in common.
Very nice.
You treat your potential air biscuit like it's a threat to national security, a classified secret that would undermine the very foundations of your union. The level of control here isn't just impressive, it's borderline supernatural. You married couples monks or trained in the ancient art of intestinal discipline of swallowing the wind backwards? It's as if you believe that one tiny toot could unravel years of love and devotion, like a single sneeze could blow away the house of cards that is your relationship. You navigate your married life like a bomb disposal expert, each meal a potential minefield, turning your belly into your own personal hurt locker. But let's face it, you're not preserving marital bliss. You're marinating in mutual misery, and there's a closet somewhere in your house that smells like a goddamn death incarnate. So here's to the unsung heroes of marital restraint. May your dedication to keeping the peace and the sheets clean be a beacon of hope for lovers everywhere. As you leave us, just know it's okay to let one rip every once in a while. Your love might just be stronger than your sphincter. And finally, local favorite, we say goodbye to the Stratford Inn this week.
Yes.
You know the Stratford Inn?
I'm aware.
It's stinky.
You know the Stratford Inn?
Oh, yeah. It has a reputation
Wow.
in all of Missouri.
Spreads far and
Kenny
wide.
grew up in Springfield.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you guys don't know each other.
That's right.
Okay.
The Stratford Inn, the notorious den of debauchery and dubious decision. Let's take a moment to remember this relic of raunch, a place where the words clean sheets has never been uttered. The Stratford Inn, the gloriously lawless labyrinth of lurid liaisons and questionable cleanliness, a place so steeped in scandal it made a dive bar look like high tea at Buckingham Palace. This was no mere hotel, people. It was a carnival of the carnal, where hourly rates meant timeless regrets. This wasn't just a hotel, it was a free-for-all, a haven for the hedonistic, where the only rule was, there are no rules at the Stratford Inn.
Oh, my gosh.
It was the Wild West of nightlife, complete with hourly rates that suggested more action than all 12 Fast and Furious movies combined. The Stratford hosted concerts where the music was as questionable as the hygiene. Sand volleyball, where the sand where thousands of people stuck their bare, stinky feet was the cleanest thing on the property. And swingers parties that made Caligula look like vacation Bible school. We're going to miss you. If those walls could talk, they would just ask for penicillin. Each room a museum of misadventures bore witness to more do not disturb signs than a haunted house. The Stratford Inn was less a place to rest your head and more of a place to get it from multiple partners. Each room a Pandora's box of pleasures. Yeah, I knew that'd catch up to the room in a second. Each room a Pandora's box of pleasures and horrors, and trust us, cleaning was the least of their concerns. And if you took a black light to the property, it would look like a Jackson Pollock art installation. That's Jackson Pollock. So farewell to the Stratford Inn, the sordid siren of St. Louis, where every stay promised memories you'd pay to forget. May your legacy live on, hushed. Slightly horrified whispers and the occasional nostalgic shudder. Rest in peace, you gloriously seedy sanctuary of the night. Farewell, as they light you on fire, and they still can't burn away the shame. That brings us to our real RIPs. This week we lost Rosalind Carter, Henry Kissinger, and Bunny McDougal, I just found out. Better known from Sex and the City, you know, our favorite show.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I just saw Shane McGowan from the Pogues.
I just saw that, too.
Shane McGowan, you just made it in. Last minute real RIP. And that concludes this week's E-memorium, brought to you by Hughes Funeral Alternative.
You had another one?
I was just asking.
That was it?
Send it over.
Yeah, that was kind of hot, dude.
Yeah,
thanks, pal.
That's like a
Rafe.
perverted Sam Elliott sort of vibe you got going on there, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of how
Nailed it.
Yeah,
That's kind of my new direction.
I was about to Joe to that Jill reading.
Damn it, you guys.
I was going to go to Riz's special fart place.
Yeah, it's my corner of shame. That's what it is. All right, we got to take a break. We got to come back, and we got to do the Craigslist Freak of the Week semifinals. 2 true freaks. 1 moving to the Craigslist Freak of the Year finals.
Getting serious.
Who's it going to be? Lern will read the ads. Kenny will hear these for the first time. Oh, man.
And you'll have to pick which one you love the most.
Ooh.
Which one is the freak?
This is my kind of show.
Here we go. 8:22.
You're going to love it.
Thursday, traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is on Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series right now. WWTRaceway.com. There's an accident with the left lane blocked of eastbound 40 just before Lake St. Louis Boulevard. Also, westbound 40 past Kings Highway, the left lane is blocked due to an earlier accident. Your weather today, rain coming in overnight, so nothing to worry about now. In fact, it's going to be a really gorgeous day. High of 53, low 42 tonight. Right now, it is 44 out there. Your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
So way back Pointfest, we are backstage with the Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, That means that they can't hear Steve.
It's muted.
And
It is not working.
That is not working.
It ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty. The microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
That out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting, and Bill, especially you, man. You're. What did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc. I don't know. That's
Big deal.
Oh yeah,
It's gotta be. I don't. Do you remember?
Trick his way
Yeah. Do you remember
triple
16
Lindy's and
Candles?
stuff.
Yes.
Like Joan Cusack in 16 Candles. This is gonna be kind of my stage move today.
Nice.
The doctor told him book some more Urge shows, and then then we'll look at it.
Yeah, I might be slightly less energetic than usual. But
You know,
I don't
one
believe
thing
it.
that I've been paying attention to that's not necessarily Urge related, your photography that you have been taking on IG is really something else, man. If you don't follow Bill, you really should, man.
Oh, nice.
Well, because you guys were just in San Francisco and you
Yeah.
took some beautiful shots.
That was we got to go tour a winery and everything was fun. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
very good.
That's awesome.
No, it's all good. I think that's one of the fascinating things about you guys is you're all very different individuals. And so when I hear from various members from time to time that sometimes it takes a little while for Urge business to get done, I'm not surprised by this.
That's a nice way of putting it.
I think so. But that's
Gently phrased.
but that's an all right thing, and that's probably a very healthy thing for where you guys are right now. You know what I'm
like
saying?
each other personally. It makes it hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't look like you like each other
in
at
fact,
all.
we had to figure out who's going to sit next to who.
Well, here's what I would like, and I'm very demanding. But how does it feel is really great. It's getting such a great reaction, and we talked about that when you guys were in last week.
Thank you, man.
We want more. We want more. We want more soon. We want more like that.
I know.
Yeah.
This is my serious journalistic face. What do we got to do to make this happen,
We
gentlemen?
got
What
a
do-
bunch of jams.
Yeah?
We got
a bunch.
Do I need to go to work for you guys?
And we have some covers as well. We could probably finish up. We have a couple covers we did which were fun, but we got 4 or 5 other original tunes that are pretty much done.
Well, the Feel Good Inc. cover, I thought that had been rumored to be something that you guys might release for a while.
recorded it.
Yeah.
And,
It's
we
in
may
the
release
can.
it
It's-
eventually.
it's
Okay.
awesome.
Might remix it and try to release it.
And what a great
Matthias,
cover for you guys to do.
It's a cool song.
Yeah, I mean,
awesome.
a very cool song. I'm actually getting to see those guys for the first time in a few weeks.
Matthias.
Oh yeah, Matthias and Gadase kicked some ass on that.
Oh, yeah.
track. Yeah. So it's
Oh,
really cool.
who are you talking about?
I'm going to see the Gorillas in a
the
few
Gorillas,
weeks.
right,
Yeah.
Where
are you going, Donnie?
I'm going to ACL to see them in Texas. The same
Oh,
week
nice.
I'm going to see those guys, Jay-Z and Run the Jewels twice.
weeks.
Hello, and barbecue on top of that.
Yes.
So the feedback on the song has been great so far, and people are really loving it. Playing it for the first time today. I know you guys are very particular and you're perfectionists. So have you practiced it 1,000 times? You're like ready. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say that it's.
Please let me in on the sarcasm, please.
It's way better now than it was when we first started practicing.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
It's tight. It's tight.
Generally speaking, our set consists of songs we've been playing for 25 years. And then we write a song and we go, this is cool. And then you record it. You don't play it again.
Right.
And then we're like, oh, we have to remember how this goes, Well, not to mention, we do a bunch of vocal stuff, then we have to work it out live.
Sure.
So,
Yep.
I always find it fascinating
him
too.
and this guy, we're singing. It's cool.
I love watching you guys on stage when somebody screws up because you make that smile, and I can't figure out what the hell that you guys are smiling about.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I find out, oh yeah, Jerry messed up, or I came in late.
Never
or
happened.
No, sorry,
He missed the whole rip.
sorry,
Jerry missed the
Jerry. I
whole
was
rip.
just looking at you, man. I'm sorry.
Example,
Most of the time. Most of the time.
I wonder if any. I'm sorry, guys. This is Win Little South. I apologize, Jerry. I love you. Please, please don't hate me. All right, last question. Last question before we get out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw this to the hockey guys in the room. Blues win the Stanley Cup this year. I'm saying it right now.
This year? I love it.
Wow.
I'm very optimistic about the Blues. This is the most optimistic I've been in a while. I don't know if we're that good, but I feel great about the Blues right now. Everybody else is really good. That's the problem. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is. I mean, the West is
it's
tough.
Braden Shen, that's great, but a lot of other teams made some moves as well.
Boy, Dallas Stars are going to be real
The
good.
Dallas Stars are stacked. No kidding. Edmonton's frightening. Yeah.
There's a lot with the Urge. There's a lot going on here.
There's a
There-
lot.
there's a
We
there's
like
a
hockey.
lot.
We
There's
gotta
a
go to
lot.
a game again this year for Yes. sure.
I would love that very much so. Ladies
We should
and
have a
gentlemen,
Point Urge hockey game again.
Yeah.
you want to do that?
Yeah.
I would watch other people play.
I think that we've made it happen right here, right now.
we
Point
might
Urge
have.
hockey game. It's going to happen. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, and he's in way better shape than he was back then.
Who? He looks great.
So,
yeah.
so it's perfect. I'm gonna play 10 minutes and then have an asthma attack, but I can coach or something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Urge backstage way back Pointfest.
Yes. Thanks, Don.
So we've had this place for a little over a year now, and every time I come up here, I discover something new, whether it be a new structure or just something hidden in part of the woods here. So a couple months ago, just spotted something in the woods, and what the hell is that? So I went exploring, and let me show you what I found. Check this out. That, my friends, is a hidden sawmill. So I drove out here one afternoon. I said, what the hell is this? Well, you get all this cut wood. You got this wooden structure out here. I said, what is that?
Mentality health. So I'm 45 years old, and as a guy gets older, the testosterone levels, they go down. It's just a thing. It's just a thing that happens. Now, I want to get up in the morning. I want to feel sweet. I want to be my best. I want to take on the day with vigor. And I was feeling sluggish, so I went to Mentality. Heard Moon talk about Mentality for so long now. So I went down, made my own appointment, sat with a board-certified physician, and they did a blood draw. We took my vitamin levels, which were fine. They took my testosterone levels. I was a quart low. So we started my testosterone replacement therapy. Starting to feel better right away. If you got low libido, if your workouts are not as good, you're angry all the time, you're not concentrating like you once would, these are all symptoms of low T. Get yourself fixed up at Mentality. They'll work with your insurance. Listen, I can't make the appointment for you. You got to take that step yourself. MentalityHealth.com, MentalityHealth.com. I'm calling an audible, guys. We'll get to the Freak of the Week in just a second.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got a World Series champion in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, Benji Molina.
No, thank you guys for having me here. I'm so excited to be here.
It's great to see you.
Oh, man, it's great to see you guys.
I'm used to seeing you up in that broadcast booth, but now you're in my booth.
I know.
Now you're in my
awesome.
booth.
This is awesome. It really is. Thank you for taking the time to having me here on your show.
You're always so happy. Like I said that to Lern earlier. I'm like, Benji Molina is a happy guy. Like when you're around you and Polo, you guys are just so exude happiness.
We like doing that. I mean, we feel like we're in the business right now that broadcasters are always around the stadium, are always around people. They always want to say hi to you and check what we're doing. And there's no other better way than just be happy with them and make something special for them. Maybe they leave the stadium today saying, man, that was a cool time when we spent with them, you know, having fun with them, and they were so happy.
Yeah, and you've had so much success already with the Spanish broadcasts.
Yeah, we do.
To watch you guys grow and just the Spanish broadcast for the Cardinals expand like it has, it's just been amazing.
It's unreal. It's like seven or nine affiliates away from St. Louis and Guyana and all these places in Memphis, and they're transmitting our games in Spanish. So we're growing. I think we are the biggest, with affiliates, obviously in Spanish, you know, and this is only 8 years that we've been doing this. We started with 2 games as an experiment in that first year, and the last 2 games.
Can you believe they weren't broadcasting the games in Spanish?
I was about to say, how is that an experiment? Like, let's just see if this works. Maybe there's people out there that speak Spanish, but we're not sure.
Yeah, so they started with like 2 games, and then it went to how many games?
We went to like 13 or something like that. It was, it got to 20 probably the second year, and then we kept growing. But man, the last maybe 3 years is what it's been good because of the 81 home games. You know, all the home games, we're doing them. You know, the road, it's a process.
Now we got to get you guys on the road.
Yeah, we want to. But it's a process. You know, if the boss said no, you know, you got to wait.
But are you ready for that grind again? That on the road grind?
I'm having fun with 81 home games.
Right.
Away games is going to have to be little by little, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's the way they're thinking about it. I don't think they're thinking about 81 away games yet. So if we do 10, 15, any of those games that are close to the Midwest, I mean, why not doing it, you know?
I mean, as a player, I mean, it's a long season.
It is. It is a long season. You start in February, 15, 12, or 15, something like that. You don't get home until October. And if you make the playoff late, like the Rangers did this year, look at how late that thing finished.
November.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
So it's a long year. And then you have to take maybe, a month off?
Yeah.
And then you have to go back in the gym again because you have to get ready for February, which is coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
as a former Texas Ranger, were you excited to see the Rangers actually get one this year?
I was very excited for them. I enjoyed the 2011 World Series here. And what happened to them because obviously my brother being here. But I also felt bad for them. And 2 years in a row, I was in the one in 2010. It was no fun at all. And then the 11.
Yeah, but that's the year. But that's the year you were guaranteed a ring.
Yeah,
I told that story earlier. So Ken, you weren't here for that. So you played for the Giants. You started the year with the Giants, and you got traded to the Rangers midseason. Yeah. And both the Giants and Rangers were in the World Series.
Oh, wow.
You were the only guy in the field guaranteed to get a ring that year.
A lot of people think that it was going to be easy, you know, for me to know the guys. But let me tell you this. You're not worried about your own teammates when you play. You know, you worry about the other team and trying to beat them. So when I got to the Rangers, everybody came to me and said, how do you pitch to this guy? How do you pitch to that guy? And how do you do this? And I'm like, I never pay attention to them. My teammates. And they're like, no, we got to get him. We got to get him. But the Giants were too much for us. So they had good pitching. But it was weird. So let me tell you this real quick. At the end of the game, when they won, I was still in the dugout, sitting down, taking my gear out and all that stuff, picking it up. And I kept looking over there like, my freaking friends are celebrating in front of my friends, in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Do I go there, celebrate with them, or I stay here?
Can you imagine one Texas Ranger uniform in the scrum?
No. Like, yeah. And then the cool thing was that what's his name? Baumgartner, Matt Cain, Lincecum, and all those guys came to the Rangers clubhouse outside the door, told the security they wanted to talk to me. And we were in a meeting, so they had to wait. So when I came out, they all were there. Like a bunch of my former teammates were there, and they started jumping and celebrating with me. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? I was still with the uniform. And they said, no, you're a big part of these. You were here with us. You taught us so much. Come on, you got to celebrate with us in our clubhouse. No, I can't do that, buddy.
How would that look?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. There's a guy in a gorilla suit in the Giants clubhouse. Like, don't talk to him.
What the heck?
To put you.
With the Groucho Marx mustache and glasses on.
It looks like Benji Molina. Like, no, he's got a mustache. It's not him.
That's Rodney.
That's nice. That was very nice of them.
But that was cool. That was cool. And like you said, you are guaranteed a ring. But I wanted to win it with the Rangers because it would have been obviously the first.
Do you have two?
Champ. I got two.
Yachty's got two.
Yachty got two.
Your brother Jose's got one.
Yeah.
Oh, your brother Jose's got two?
Me and him won it with the Angels in 2002 together.
Wow.
And then he won the Yankees in 2009.
So he's got two as well?
He got two as well.
Oh, I thought there was one brother that was short. I was hoping that you guys wore your 2 rings to Thanksgiving. And you're like, oh, you only have one?
Yeah. You have to sit at the kids' table.
Oh my gosh!
Better not lose it. I could lose one and still have one. So,
Is there another family with more?
so you have 6 all in.
6 all in.
That's pretty good.
6.
Dang.
Yeah, 3 different brothers have 6 World Series between them. That's wild.
And Yadi lost 2 World Series, so you get the National League rings too. So he has 2 more.
Yeah.
Of the National League.
Who was the greatest pitcher you caught?
For me, it was Roy Halladay, hands down.
Hands down?
Hands down. It was the best attitude, the best pitches, the movement and all that. I think he was the best. I think the second one, it has to be Tim Lincecum. We won 2 Cy Youngs together. And then Cliff Lee was amazing. He made my catching so easy. So those are the 3 that I we won, what is that called? Cy Young.
Yeah.
With
I like to say
Bartolo.
we. I mean,
Yeah.
that's that, because, yeah,
It's we.
it's the battery.
Yeah, yeah. If he doesn't throw the pitch where we want it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I think Bartolo, I had a Cy Young with him too. It was very special, but I think these 3 guys they were so much of a beast.
If they get the Cy Young, do they give you a nice little gift?
No.
Oh.
Wow.
Just a nice call.
Oh,
Hey, thanks.
a nice car.
No. Hey, thanks, bro. You know.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
That's great.
You know,
Even
money
at
also
dinner.
talks.
Yeah, like a Best Buy gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah, gift card to Panera at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take me out to a nice steak dinner.
Seriously, I was waiting for it. It's the same thing happened when I went to the Angels, and Ron Gant came in. Ron Gant from the Braves came in, and I was wearing number 5. That was my first number in the big leagues. And he came to my locker, looked at me, and he said, "Hey, I want that number. That's my number." I'm like, "Well, I don't care.
Not anymore."
Yeah, I don't care. I'm here. I'm wearing it, and especially the way he was saying it. So, like if he came in a nice way, yeah, if he came in a nice way, maybe all right, that's all right.
Is that a big deal to you? I mean,
that wasn't a big deal for me, but I know it was a big deal for him. He was a number 5. He was a veteran guy, and he wanted it. But why not us a different way? And he started like kind of yelling, and I got up and I said, "Hey, man, not that way. You're not gonna get it that way. I'm gonna keep it." And I turned around, and then he went and got the clubby, and the clubby would, he would talk to me, and I said, "You know what? Take it."
You gave it to him?
Yeah, I gave it to him. But this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like he never gave anything back, and usually when you give up your number, something comes back. Like you said, maybe a Target.
There's a great story about John Kruk
gift
giving
card
up
or
his
something.
number for a case of beer. Like his number he'd had through a Hall of Fame career. Somebody wanted it, and he's like, "Give me a case of Keystone Light," and he gave it up.
Is John Kruk in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
And the Phillies Hall
he
of
should
Fame.
be.
He's in the Phillies Hall of Fame
Ben
for
says
sure.
no, it is
He's
not.
in all of our hearts. He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want him there. He gave guys like me hope to be professional athletes. Where I was like, yeah. Good John Kruk.
I think he said, "I'm not a athlete. I'm a baseball player."
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
So he gave up his number for a
Case of beer, and it was like he didn't even push back. It was like it was really fun. It was like when the Phillies were in. It was like the Dykstra Kruk Phillies in the World Series era. Wild thing, and they were just somebody came in and was like, "Hey, I want a number, whatever his number was," and he goes, "All right." People at this time, there's guys that have bought numbers for like 20,000, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, Rolex.
Yeah, Rolex.
That's a
you
big
didn't even
thing.
get a Rolex out of it.
I was hoping, man. I was really hoping.
Did he have your
But-
updated address? Maybe you sent it to the old address.
Hey, I know. Yeah,
Again,
probably.
a Panera gift
Probably
card
messed
goes
up.
very far.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I was waiting for something, but no, he was kind of a, he was kind of bad.
Yeah.
I know. And then the guy came in and said, "What number do you want?" And I said, at this point, I don't care. I'm a young guy. I'm a rookie this year, so what am I gonna care? And they say, "What number you have?" Well, we have the number 1, and I said, "Wait. I'll take number 1."
Number 1 was available?
Yes, it was. Not here, huh?
No.
Not in San Luis.
Yeah. All right. So, let's talk about the Cardinals real quick before we get to your toy drive, which is why you're here, which is very important, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. Okay. So, Sonny Gray, just signed by the Cardinals. What are we thinking about the new rotation for the Cardinals going into next year?
Oh wow.
Do we need another pitcher?
It will sound like harsh maybe to say that because I'm good friends with the other guys. You know, I'm good friends with them, and I believe in them too. But they had bad years, and these two guys coming in had bad years last year, and Sonny Gray kind of fixed up the whole rotation. I like Sonny Gray and Michaelas in the first two. If you can add on one more guy, that will be amazing. You know, if we don't, I would still feel okay with it. But if we add one more guy, man, like C's or somebody like that, who they're talking, you know, to. But I would love for them to add up to the bullpen. You know, like one more, maybe two more pieces. That's just haters. Sounds so good right now. To close out some games because we had trouble closing out games last year, and that was a big part or not being so successful. So I would love for them to touch that part of our team, you know. And in the offense, obviously, we didn't have a 20-plus home run guy in the outfield when all the playoff teams had sometimes three of them over 20. And we need to address that, too. I think if we want to compete with the Brewers, at least in our division, right, the Cubs really made a surprise last year, and they're going to get Craig Counsell now as a manager. They're going to be exciting. And the Reds, man, the Reds are loading. So if we want to compete with them, we need to address a lot of points.
It's going to be a tough Central.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny, did you grow up a Cardinal fan, growing up in Springfield?
I actually grew up a Cubs fan. There goes my ticket sales for the weekend.
You should have lied, dude.
I don't know why I did that.
And another obvious question people would have is your brother going to come back to the organization in some aspect?
I think that's the big thing, like you said last right there. Like, some big aspect is he's going to be around. He's going to be here. My guess, it might be one time every 2 months or something like that, and just see the waters and talk to the players, talk to the coaches, manager, and all that stuff. That will be this year.
How did he do coaching down in Venezuela? Did he love it?
He did good. He loved it too. He got thrown out 4 days in a row. But
nice.
that was just to begin his career over there.
That's awesome.
You know, as a manager. He had high standards.
Set the tone. You got to set the tone, man. You got to let him know a new daddy's in town, you know?
So he did that, but no, everything went well. And now he did the baseball classic for Puerto Rico. That was really, really cool for him. But also in Puerto Rico, he's a manager right now for the Caguas, Criollos in winter ball. So he's doing very good. I think maybe we might see him more and more around, if not a manager next year.
Yeah, because, you know, every week you almost see on Twitter, Yachty is trending. In any kind of like, any inkling of him doing something organization.
Yeah, Yachty will trend, not even, even for what, you know.
For what?
He will trend just because that's him. Right now he's working on a big ranch. He wants animals, you know, he wants the horses, he wants the cows, the pigs, the chickens. I mean, I was just there watching the whole thing being built, and it's an unreal place. So he's busy with that, and his son Janu is 15, and he plays ball. He's a beast, man. So he coaches his team.
So that's going to be another Molina coming up.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
Another Molina.
He better win 2 rings.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, if he wants to talk crap. Yeah. He needs to win 2 first. And then we have Yedier Hernandez from my mom's side. He's a catcher for Mizzou Tigers. He's going to be the catcher for this year. And he's our cousin. And one more in Culver, Stockton. It's close to here, I think. It's a school. And I have another, Brian, is there too, a catcher too.
Man,
by the way. There's a couple more coming up too.
You guys got iron knees in your family.
Yeah, dude.
A bunch of catchers, man.
Not when you're done.
Yeah.
How do your knees feel?
My knees are fine. I started catching when I was 17, so it was a little different. Yadi was a catcher for since he was like 4 or 5, and Hosey the same way. So they have a little trouble with their knees.
When you guys choose wives, do you're like, hey, let me see them knees, girl. Cartilage we working with here. I'm trying to make the next generation.
Next generation.
All right, so Benji, let's talk about the toy drive coming up, which is this Saturday, 314 Sports Cards in Olivet. So you'll be out there from 10 to noon. So what are we looking for?
Oh my goodness, this is a very special and it's very touching to me because it's helping out kids that are obviously in a homeless places, and I feel so bad for them, not having a Christmas, not having their parents. You imagine going down, waking up on Christmas Day and not having any toy, and so heartbreaking. So for me to do this is giving back, man. It's just giving back, trying to help out as much as I can. I'm still involved with the stray rescue with the dog things that we have a gala tomorrow to assist to. So, but this toy drive is very touching in my heart. Cardinal Nation, we need you out there. We need you out there with some toys, so these kids can have at least Christmas Day. Something to talk about with their friends out inside that place. And I don't even want to think of how it is, man. And not having a parent or not having, being raised with all these kids that don't have parents and being homeless. It is really touching toy drive for me. So I hope and I expect everybody to be there. If you have something going on, just drop the toy.
Yeah.
Drop
So you
the
guys
toy.
are looking for new unwrapped toys. Legos, Hot Wheels, Barbies, remote control cars,
Yep.
Disney princesses.
And there's a list too right there. There's an Amazon list too.
Oh yeah, you can go to
okay,
Amazon
great.
and look up the
Yeah.
charity,
Oh,
and you can just—it's so easy. Amazon wish lists have everything that these kids could want. You buy it, and then it ships directly to the organization.
Put it on the all the socials if you would,
Definitely.
Learn. But if you want to
that sweet celebration organization is unreal. What they do with these kids, and and it's very touching.
So they deliver the toys on
Yes.
Christmas Eve.
Yes, with their name on it and
Yes.
everything.
That's awesome, man.
So
That's
pretty
really cool.
It was my boss. I call him the boss at Jefe. Ben Boy had the idea of doing this, and the Cardinals.
Way
had
to go,
theirs.
Jefe!
Yeah.
The Cardinals had theirs yesterday, and it was very successful. So
Awesome.
Good.
But the Cardinals don't need any help. They can do it. But this is a little one. This is just something very simple.
Well, let's make it a big one. So it's a toy drive at 314 Sports Cards on Olivet, right here on Olive Boulevard. Same plaza as the DMV. You'll be out there from 10 to noon. Donate something, take a picture. You'll sign whatever,
Yes.
right?
Whatever they like at that moment, a picture or a signature, I don't care. I'm trying to print out some pictures where I can give them away, sign them for them, maybe to the people who doesn't
We got a
have
Kinko's
anything.
in the area. Is
Oh,
Kinko's
yeah.
still a thing?
There's a FedEx right down the street that'll do copies.
Yeah,
so
you
there
want
go.
King Scott to make copies for you?
Yeah, I can
I'll
make
do it.
copies. I'm good at it.
Well, and Benji, it's such a good opportunity for families to start a tradition in their families to give back. So, like, getting your kids involved and, like, showing them giving back at this time of the year for kids who maybe don't have mom and dad at home and maybe do not, I think we can take for granted sometimes the holidays and the experiences that we have. And so seeing how you can give back as a family is really cool.
I think it's the best. I think when you give back without even expecting anything back, I mean, that's when you really, really, truly heart comes out.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do, give back to the community. I got a question. I had a question yesterday about why do I do it in St. Louis. I am very thankful for St. Louis. And the reason is the way they treated my brother, the way they treated, our family for so many years. Yadi played here for 100 years, and it is so good to me, to just give back. Yeah. Give back to the St. Louis people. Give back to the Cardinal Nation, as I love to call it, So for me, it's like I have to do this. And, now that Yadi's in Puerto Rico, I'm here. So this is an opportunity for me to give back to them.
Well,
We're thankful for it.
You're an awesome guy. You got a great family. Everybody's going to come out to see you on Saturday, 10 to noon. 314 Sports Cards for the toy drive. We'll put all the details up on the social medias. The great Benji Molina, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.
Yes.
Hope to see you and Polo in the booth soon.
Hey, anytime. I'm here. And let me tell you this real quick. I have time, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it was real quick. I had this question all the time, so I got to bring it up. Who wins in a foot race between us three? Today, right? Today. And I always say the same answer. None of us, because we will not finish the race.
Nobody.
So there we go. That's the famous line.
The great Benji Molina, everybody. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. And we got the Craigslist Freak of the Week. All right, it's 8:53. It's Thursday, traffic and weather. Learn coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is on Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets, www.raceway.com. There's an incident in the express lanes of eastbound 70 near Salisbury downtown, so it's causing delays near West Florissant. So if you're headed that direction, you might want to check out a different route. Your weather today will get up to 53. Rain expected around like 9 p.m. for some of us. 42 is the overnight low. Right now, it's gorgeous out there. 44, your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
We are backstage at the pageant, big time club show with 311. We've got Peanut and Mr. Nick Hexum joining us. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to have you back in St. Louis and playing the pageant. It's great to be able to be so close to you tonight.
You love seeing us in small places.
I do. I can't, I will not ever deny that.
It was a little off-camera, little banter we were doing. Yeah, it's good to be in small places. This is where we cut our teeth. You know, you were saying Mississippi Nights, and we did the same thing in town, but pageant. I walked in this morning, first thing, like groggy, 9 in the morning, like, we're gonna destroy this place.
Okay, now this is a
the
question.
People that have been here too, like there's this Wall of Fame, and
the
owner has got a photo with all the biggest people in the world. Like they get some great names.
It's incredible, and also too down at Blueberry Hill. I mean, what he has here at the pageant is just like. From what I understand, it is a very small amount of his collection. And over at Blueberry Hill, there's the pictures with Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney and George Harrison. And
I've heard of all of them.
Right. All pretty established folks. So, but you guys gotta have to be on that wall somewhere. Have you not gotten a picture taken?
We're somewhere.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we're Imagine Dragons.
Well, I think you got a couple more albums under the belt than those dudes. I want to ask a question that might sound funny, but I honestly don't mean it to be funny. When you are going,
anything. I love that. That could be absolutely anything.
Right, good stuff. When you go from playing a gigantic stage to a smaller stage, is there any like legit concern of, hey, we have to watch each other tonight so that we don't run into someone, so that nobody gets whacked with anything, nobody trips? Is that but you guys are pros, so that's probably not a deal.
I mean, you gotta imagine when we were first starting out, 22, 23, we were so out of control and wild. We had a few more on-stage collisions then, but now we all kind of just have an unspoken choreography.
I gotcha.
You know, SA has his lane when he's like, okay, Nick's up there, I can go around there and sweet in there. Like,
right. Yeah. It's understood without being spoken.
I think one of the things, the last time I interviewed you, Peanut, one of the things that I'd asked you was,
it's that Christmas season. That means it's time to get a gift, and maybe you were trying to find a perfect gift for your little one. You're a parent, you're a grandparent, you're an uncle, you're an aunt. You want to get something great for the nieces, the nephews. And I got some awesome opportunity right here at First Community. They have what they call the First Star Certificate of Deposit, and you can open this up for as little as $25. And guess what? It earns over 5%. So that means that gift is going to keep growing, and you can actually keep adding to that, and that's an incredible rate. 5%. That is awesome. So unlike most high-risk investments, your money's actually really safe because it's guaranteed. So make it work for you and keep your money safe. And this will be a great lesson to help your kids learn how to make money work for them. Put their dollars to work and give them a great Christmas gift. Swing by any First Community and ask them about their First Star Certificate of Deposit. Again, for as little as $25, you can earn over 5%. Unbelievable. So go to First Community, swing by any of them. They're located all over St. Louis, or go to firstcommunity.com. That's firstcommunity.com.
Oh, hey, just sitting here checking out all my awards. You know, there are many ways to reach us in the Point Studio. You could call us, you could social media us, I think you could even fax us. But there's a new way. It's called Mic Drop. Yes, download the Point app, click the Mic Drop feature, talk into your phone, and your message goes right to us. Look, I just got one from Jeff Burton.
Hey, Riz, great show today. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, f***ing read this stupid f***ing thing that head told me to read.
That's right, the new mic drop feature. Download the Point app.
Backstage at Pointfest, and this is, I gotta say, of all of the interviews that I've done, as far as the placement in conjunction with the show, this one is a little different because there's not going to be a show here tonight, but we've got Highly Suspect here to join us. So, gentlemen, hello, and I'm going to make this probably pretty awkward for all of us.
Happy to be here. Grateful to be here.
Well, it's
NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. You know, guys like jewelry, too. We like watches. So when it comes to the holidays, it's not just all about you ladies and fine jewelry. Watches and rings, we like that stuff, too. More Choice Jewelry, the best in the business. People travel from far and wide to go to More Choice Jewelry. I love hearing the stories from John Rush about people coming from places like Chicago. They come to St. Louis. They drive 5 hours from Chicago to St. Louis just for More Choice Jewelry because they are the best. You don't think they have jewelry stores in Chicago? Oh, no, they do, but they come here. Private shopping experience. You got to make an appointment. You sit in a private office. They lay everything out for you. They got a little showroom, but that's not how you get the real deal. Make that appointment. Just come with an idea. They'll custom build a piece for you, one of one, not some cookie cutter piece that, you know, there's a million of them floating around there. Make the appointment. More Choice Jewelry, NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
We are backstage at Pointfest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, Highly Suspect backstage.
Welcome back to the program. Thanks to Benji Molina for coming in. Kenny DeForest is here. See him,
yes, sir.
See him at the Funny Bone at St. Charles this weekend. So, I mean, yeah,
that was amazing.
We had a World Series champion here.
We did.
So cool.
But I'll tell you, that's not the only athlete in the room.
Oh, boy. Who is it?
Don't
I
sleep
play
on
a
Kenny.
little high school baseball.
Kenny DeForest is a college athlete. All right? The pride of Springfield.
Take that, Lern's wife, husband.
My wife husband.
Yeah.
You played basketball against my husband.
Yeah, I think he used to play in Reebok Classics, and if I'm right about that, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Little low tops out there.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know him back then.
Tim's so
Stylish.
square he played in penny loafers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's like, I don't need the fancy shoes.
Well, I mean,
duck
you're a
shoes,
tall guy.
duck shoes.
Yeah, I guess basketball is fine.
Yeah, they made me. And I was just as successful as Benji Molina.
Yeah.
But at basketball.
You got rings?
Yeah.
2 World Series rings in basketball.
Well, your
cool,
knees
Brad.
are the same.
My knees are just as healthy. And yeah. I played some basketball in my day, man.
You have told me a wonderful story about the moment you realized that you may not be going pro. And it might have been the moment, I think. I don't want to take it away.
Well,
from
what
you,
happened?
Like, give us the
Tell
abridged version.
Yeah, well, there's a big tournament every year in Springfield, Missouri called the Bass Pro Tournament of Champions.
Wow. Okay.
I realize every word of that sentence was more confusing than the one before.
That was maybe the most manliest
The
sentence
Bass
ever.
Pro Tournament of Champions.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I might as well have said the Dick's Sporting Goods celebration of Hanukkah. It makes no sense, but it's a real thing.
Okay.
And basically what every year, like the top high school recruits in the country and their teams fly to Springfield and play the local schools and kick the crap out of us in front of everyone that loves us.
Yeah.
And it's a time-honored tradition.
Been there.
We all look forward to it.
Yeah.
And so my senior year, we played in it. And we were about to play Poplar Bluff, Southeast Missouri.
Yeah.
And at the time, they had a guy on their team named Tyler Hansbrough. Are we familiar with Tyler Hansbrough?
Is he a big deal in the basketball world?
Well, he's the all-time leading scorer in ACC history. He played at the University of North Carolina.
Nice.
Had a 9-year NBA career. He's about 6'9", 270, I would say.
Jeez.
And we were about to play them, and my dream was to play at the University of North Carolina.
Yes.
I wanted to
go
be
in MJ shoes.
Like Mike.
Oh,
like Mike.
I knew. You know when you see what you were born to do?
Yeah.
I was born to be the white dude at the end of the bench waving a towel every march. You know, I was born to be. I was more of a vibe than a ball player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I bring to the team. Floor burns and vibes, dude. And so we're getting ready to play them. We play at the Missouri State Arena, so there's like tens of thousands of people, and Roy Williams was there recruiting Tyler Hansbrough.
Oh wow!
So I saw my opportunity.
Yeah, the Roy Williams.
Roy Williams
from the old teams.
The old teams, old ball teams, old ball coach. Second to I think he's top 5 wins all time.
Yeah.
And so I'm a competitor.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm about to show Roy Williams who he should be recruiting.
Yeah.
You think Tyler Hansbrough is your guy, but turns out your guy's right here, Doc. Look at me.
Tended at Forest right here, waving the towel.
So I'm getting pumped, dude. I'm in the locker room. I'm listening to Eminem, Mom Spaghetti.
Ready. Lose yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, dude. And my palms were not sweaty in the slightest.
No.
I was ready to go. So we get out there, and I'll never forget this.
Yes.
We're warming up. Coach calls us together, and he's like, here's what we're going to do. They have Tyler Hansbrough, that's true, but they also have shooters, so DeForest, that's me. You're guarding Hansbrough one-on-one, no help.
What?
Oh, boy.
And I was like, yeah, I feel like I might need a little help.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've looked over there. But here's the thing. The way I'm wired, I don't back down from a challenge, Rafe.
Hell
You know
no.
this about me.
I know that about you.
I fart in front of my wife, and I bring it when I'm called.
That's how we do it.
You know what I'm saying? So I rolled up my sleeves. I got in a stance. And I guarded Tyler Hansbrough one-on-one, no help. And I held him to 36 points.
Incredible. That's incredible.
In front of my grandma, dude. She saw it.
Wow.
He was 12 for 12 from the floor. He didn't miss a shot.
Oh, man.
He made 2 threes. And I don't know if you guys know this about it. He doesn't even shoot threes, but he made 2 that game.
Whoa.
This game, they let him.
Yeah. It was a performance so legendary, it is permanently enshrined in the Bass Pro Tournament Champions website as the single greatest performance in the history of a tournament that Kevin Garnett also played in.
And you guarded him.
And that was me.
That was you.
And that's true. Google it. Google it. As soon as you get to work, as soon as you get out of your car, Google Tyler Hansbrough Bass Pro Tournament Champions. You'll see the box score. I'm in there.
We'll tweet it out for you.
Unfortunately, you're not mentioned in that record anywhere. It's just
It's like
his
the
name.
Cy Young, man.
It's just his name. But yeah, a little piece of history right there.
Yeah,
huh?
man. And then he Shaq dunked me. It was Shaq on Chris Dudley.
I can't believe what I mean. Benji who?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Benji who?
Yeah.
Did he
Led
play
with
in the
that?
Bass Pro Shop Tournament of Champions?
No. Hey,
No, he
None
did
of the
not.
Molina brothers
Yeah.
did.
Molina, mo problems, I say. Get out of here.
All right. Speaking of competition, and we are at the Craigslist Freak of the Year semifinals.
oh, yes.
So here's how this works. We've spent the entire year scouring Craigslist.
Great. Me too.
Looking at the personals all around the world. We find our freakiest personals. It's a competition. We pit these freaks up against each other. Lern reads the ads. Listeners vote on their favorite freak. We whittle them down. We started with 32. Now we are down to the final 3. One of us leaves today, or one of them leaves today, and then we get down to the finals next week.
I can't believe we're here already.
So Lern's going to read the 2 ads. You guys will vote via Twitter at RIZZ Show. We'll give our opinions, and then we'll see what happens. The finals will be set.
Okay.
All right, Kenny, pay attention.
I'm in.
Yeah, look
Pay
at
attention.
me, Kenny, while I read these to you.
Every detail of these 2 freak ads. Lern,
Yes.
here we go.
Here we go.
Semifinals coming at you.
10DU, female for anyone, 46 years old, Revel Stoke, British Columbia. I've been a nurse in a nursing home for a few years. I really love the job and helping people live out their final days in a great place. My one problem is how turned on I get when I have to clean a person. The smells, textures, and how I have to clean my nails from the random messes. It's so exciting. I never know what the day's going to bring. I've been into scat and golden shower play for a while. However, it doesn't get me turned on like it used to, though I still welcome that, of course. I'm ready to go further. I'm looking for someone who has boils or warts that I can drain. I want to taste and feel those masses when we get together. This may seem odd, but I promise it will be beautiful. I can send you a pic of me to let you know that I'm a big, beautiful lady.
All right, there is our first freak ad in this semifinal matchup. We name all these ads just for identification purposes. Susan Boyle is our first ad. Susan Boyle, our nurse from
One girl, one cup.
Revelstoke.
How'd that one do for you? Is that cool? Or?
Yeah, I didn't know they let the 2 girls, 1 cup people become nurses.
Yes,
that's
What
upsetting.
they did with their lives, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a nurse looking for somebody who scat and golden shower play is not enough for them
Right.
now.
Yeah.
That's a pregame.
You do know she'll put her finger in your if you want.
Absolutely
so that's
she
good.
would.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's in for that.
Sweet.
She's looking for somebody with boils and warts they could drain, want to taste and feel those masses when we get together.
The visual of the draining is what kills me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how she's like, I'll send a picture. Like, that's going to put anyone over the edge. Like, I'll only let someone drain the boils on my feet if they're hot.
Yeah. Let me at him.
All right, that is Susan Boyle, our first semifinal ad in this matchup. And the competition, here we go.
Man seeking pregnant woman, 53 years old, Halifax. Baby bump and looking to hump? This is exactly what it sounds like. I'm only aroused by pregnant people, preferably 6 months or higher, as this is when you will definitely be showing. Expecting mothers do it for me. I lose control when I see a woman giving off that motherly glow as she waddles towards me with her large round belly. The bigger the better. And heavy knockers filled with milk. Baby isn't the only one who wants a bottle. If I can put my hands on your swollen tummy and feel the baby kicking, that would really set me up for next level pleasure and excitement. Hearing this, you may be thinking I'm a weirdo who gets off on what's considered taboo, and maybe that's partially true, but after years of therapy, I realized I was the oldest sibling, and I lovingly watched my mommy prepare to deliver my younger sister, and that manifested me into this fetish. At least this isn't a full-on Oedipus complex. It's just a dude who thinks all pruggos are his cup of tea. But if you look like my mom, that's not a deal breaker. In fact, it's a bonus. She had brown hair and blue eyes, so feel free to send pics. After we have sex, can we pretend that the baby's mine? I can keep a secret. Real daddy doesn't need to know.
All right, there is our second freak.
What's going on in Canada is my first question.
Yeah, there's
matchup. This is from Halifax.
Fun place.
This was Craig Berube, named after our great blues coach, Craig Berube. Craig.
He's so proud of that, too. He has that plaque on his wall.
Craig Berube. So this is somebody looking for a pregnant woman, and he wants you to look like his mother.
Yep.
I like how he tells her that it's not a deal breaker for him. As if she's like, oh, good. It's definitely not a deal breaker for me that you want me to look like your mommy, as you said.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then after, can we pretend the baby's mine?
Yeah.
And the real daddy doesn't need to know.
Obviously I don't like this at all, but for some reason it really grosses me out that this guy wants to put his hands on her belly and feel the baby. That freaks me out.
I will say it is refreshing. Most men want to pretend the child isn't theirs.
Yeah.
So this guy, at least we're going the other direction.
Sweet.
I think this is progress, actually.
Yeah.
This man should be celebrated.
Yeah.
And not shamed in this tournament.
I don't know if celebrated is the word, but it's progressive.
Well, there you go. There are the two ads. It's up to you guys. Who is the freakiest of these two? Who should move on to the Freak of the Year finals to take on Scatatui, which
is a whole thing in itself.
Rafe will explain that one to you off the air.
I don't think I need to.
No.
I think we probably piece that together with the comedic mind.
Yeah.
No. You can't piece that
I don't
together.
understand.
Yeah. Am I voting?
Well, yeah. So let's go around the room here. So, guys, vote via Twitter at RIZZ Show. So, is it going to be Craig Berube or is it going to be...
And he's a felon. He can't vote.
Susan Boyle. All right, Scott, who are you endorsing?
Man, this one's a It's getting really, really tough here. But I think I'm going to have to go with Susan Boyle just because it's still so nasty. The smells, all the sauces.
All the sauces.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of all this. This sounds very gross. And
so you'll be endorsing Susan Boyle.
Yeah, I'm behind. I got your back, Susan Boyle.
I'm
Lern.
Preg Berube for the rest of my life. It's just too much. Preg Berube gets my vote.
Yeah. Preg Berube, because there's a third person involved in this fantasy that is unborn.
Right.
Involving a fetus in your threesome is not cool. It's really uncool, I think.
I have made this argument on several occasions.
Especially a baby that's not yours.
Right.
And then it'd be one thing if you were like showing your unborn son how it's done. You know what I mean? This is
something else.
And then we're gonna pretend.
Yeah.
We're gonna pretend the baby's mine.
Yeah.
I just imagine him like talking and rubbing her belly and like baby inside being like, oh, this guy seems all right. And then he's like,
Daddy's
gets
home.
invaded and he's like, oh, not cool, bro. What's that doing in here?
How about the fact that I want you to look like my mother?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
Let's not.
I like the ones that glaze over the important parts.
Let's not discount that.
And the use of the word mommy when you're trying to elicit sex is bonkers. It's bonkers. It does not play like daddy. Mommy is a different.
I don't like daddy. Mommy's even worse.
Mommy's unacceptable. Yeah.
Way unacceptable.
Mommy's nasty. Real nasty.
Latin heat. Can't get away with it. I feel like Latin guys can get away with it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Mommy?
Yeah. Hey,
Hi, mommy. Hi, mommy.
Hi, mommy. Yeah.
All right, well, it's up to you guys. Who's it going to be? All based on your votes. Preg Berube or Susan Boyle. Vote now. Vote.
Or forever hold your peace.
Vote now. We'll have the winner tomorrow morning when we sign on. And I know it's going to be one hell of a finals.
I don't know if we have time for this, but last time I was at the Funny Bone, I heard a Craigslist. I was doing crowd work, and a woman told me that I said, how'd you meet your husband? She put out an ad on Craigslist because she was trying to hook up with a guy who was too big, and she was looking for a man to, quote, stretch her out.
Oh, my God.
And then she met the guy, and now they're married, and they were at my show.
Oh, it's a happy ending.
That's cool as hell, actually.
Pretty sick, dude.
Not the stretching, but she got her soulmate.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Mommy
nice.
got what she wanted.
Love comes when you least expect it, you guys.
Hi, mommy.
Great.
Mommy's into that.
All right, we'll take a break. Let's come back. We'll have the Hot Shots girls in. Also, King, if you want to load up the phones,
Okay.
we'll give away some stuff when the girls are here. We're going to play Strip Club or Daycare. It's a great game. We got tickets to go see Blue October on Saturday. We got tickets for Punk Rock Christmas next Saturday, and we got tickets to go see Steel Panther December 17th over the Factory. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. 9/16 Thursday. Traffic and weather, Lern coming at you.
Brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets right now. WWTRaceway.com. Stalled vehicle westbound 70. The exit to First Capitol Drive, the left lane there is closed. Your point weather will get up to 53 today. A little overcast. That's going to be some rain around 9 o'clock for us tonight, but should be okay until then. Low of 42. Right now it's 44 out there, and your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
How are you, everybody? Donnie Fandango, and I am very lucky, and I know I'm nervous because my hands are sweating like crazy. I got Pete and Sam from Chevelle. Gentlemen, welcome back. It's really great to see you.
Hey, it's good to be seen. Good to be here, Donnie.
Well, and it feels like there was a number of years where we were running into each other a couple of times a year, but now it's been, I would say, probably 3 years, and it feels like forever, but you're back with great new music, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, it does feel like forever.
So let me ask you this.
Everybody's thinking about the perfect gift for the holidays. Something everybody's going to love, something that's easy to buy. Well, I got that for you. It's called Sound Story. Now, Sound Story is a professionally produced hour-long conversation where you or, one of your loved ones is interviewed by your choice of one of our professional interviewers, including myself, Lern, Moon. It's a conversation that includes, experiences from childhood, school, career, meeting that special somebody, and all they've experienced, and all that you love about them. Now, with Sound Story, you or your loved one's voice and stories are saved for your family forever. Sound Story has a special holiday discount of 20% off gift cards at mysoundstory.com when you enter promo code RIZ now through tomorrow. Imagine being able to listen to a podcast interview with your grandparents, your mom, your dad, one of your best friends telling your life story, their life story. Now it's possible with Sound Story. It's a gift you're never going to regret giving, but it's a gift that everyone in your family is going to love forever. Just go to mysoundstory.com, enter promo code RIZ to get this holiday special of 20% off a gift certificate for Sound Story. That's promo code RIZZ at mysoundstory.com. Sound Story, for you, for them, forever.
Yes, have some. You go.
Hey guys, it's commercial break. Make sure to like,
subscribe, and share. It's the best way to show your love for the Rizzuto Show.
So cheesy.
All right.
So last time you saw the garage, the place was full of stuff. It was dirty, it was dingy. So this is the inside of the garage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep some of this structure here and then kind of build around it. And now look, it's a house. So now we got siding, we got windows, we even have a roof and a patio. So let me bring you guys inside. Oh, hey, you wanna come in? Let's go. It's night and day for what you guys saw before. I mean, this is an actual house now with rooms all framed at. But here's the cool part. We kept basically the frame of the old garage. I mean, that's all old garage. So this is gonna be a bedroom, huh? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm gonna be sleeping right over here. Oh, let me show you my favorite part. The bathroom. And I'm gonna be right here, you know. Let me show you the kitchen. Yeah, washing my hands at the sink. Let's see what's in the fridge. Nothing. Pantry. This will be the kids' room. I know it's dark in here, but this will be kind of a mud room. After working in the field, come over here, take off your stuff, washer, dryer. There's another bathroom over here that if the dogs get dirty, wash the dogs off, and everybody's clean and can relax. Let me tell you about one of my favorite parts of the house. We even got a metal roof on this puppy. This is it. House is almost done. Well, just gonna sit up here, sun myself, soak it all in, watch the plants grow, and we'll see you next time on the farm.
Your chair at least stops. Mine just steadily like moves. So I could not be facing you by the time this interview is over. All right, so here we are, Enterprise Center, gigantic sold-out show with 21 pilots tonight. Josh, it's really great to see you again, man.
Yeah, great to see you too.
So first things first, so we did this promotion a little bit earlier where a bunch of our winners asked you guys questions.
Yeah.
And first of all, the questions from the listeners were amazing.
Fantastic.
I mean, they were really great, really well thought out. But also what I really appreciated, man, is that you and Tyler took the time to really answer the questions. Like, it wasn't just like a little goofball, smart ass answer and then move on. You guys really took the time, and you can tell that everybody appreciated. I think it just shows the kind of guys that you guys really are. You know what I mean? That you genuinely appreciate these fans, and it's not just a lip service situation.
Yeah, I think, well, that was really cool, that format, by the way. I think we've done a few like that, but it's a little bit less common to kind of have people in a room, people who have invested and actually have really cool questions to ask. And I think over the years of doing interviews, and we've talked to you a bunch, and I think it becomes easier for us to kind of like be able to pick out the legitimacy of where somebody's coming from with asking a question, and then you kind of can begin to choose where you put in, how deep do I want to go with this answer? How surface level do I want to go? And I feel like, even you've been always invested and super cool. And
Brothers has been serving St. Louis for over 40 years now for, of course, your heating and your air conditioning needs. But did you know that not only do they offer heating, cooling, and plumbing, but in 2015, they added an electrical team that could do any electrical repairs and installations you need in your house. And they do it all. They do electrical panels, they do lighting, they do outlets, they do wiring. I had them on my house a couple weeks ago for ceiling fan installation. Listen, when it comes to electric stuff, I'm not messing around with that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to kill my family. I call on the pros, Hoppin Brothers. They'll do electric car charging stations, generators. Schedule your electrical repair or installation at HoffmanBros.com, HOFFMANN Bros.com, or give them a call, 314-664-3011, 314-664-3011. Hoffman Brothers is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
All right, welcome back to the program. Man, packed house. Kenny DeForest is here. See him at Funny Bone at St. Charles.
Yes, sir.
Go see Kenny. He's funny.
Thanks, man. Station to rave.
Stamp of approval. He's one of the funniest guys I know.
You've been here for what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Oh, let's go.
All right, yeah.
Singing for my supper,
baby. Really biffed it on the Cubs.
Yeah, saying you're a Cubs
Well, here's
fan.
the thing. If I say I'm a Cardinals fan, you start asking me questions, and then I'm outed as a liar.
Like,
Yeah.
yes,
that's
I
no
like
good.
an honest man. That's all right.
You know?
Favorite Cardinal, Mark Grace.
Yeah.
Ryan Sandberg.
Yeah.
Also joining us in studio, we've got Olivia, we got Riley, and we got Jay Boyd from Hot Shots.
Hey, Riz. Welcome.
Good morning, Riz.
Listen, I'm sorry we're running a little late. You guys are supposed to be here at 9, but Benji Molina,
Listen, we'll wait till the end of the day for you, Riz. Okay?
that's so nice.
To be on this halcyon program. Are you kidding me? Like,
Lern, look that up.
Halcyon? Yes, please.
I don't know if it fits in that context.
Oh, no.
I think it means real good.
Yeah. I think so.
Actually,
But it's great to be here for the holiday season. Happy holidays to you and yours.
Thanks. Hey, did you guys hear that? What was the word of the year? What was the Merriam-Webster word of the year?
Authentic.
Authentic. Did you hear what the second, like the runner-up word of the year was?
Was it halcyon?
It was Riz.
Oh, yeah.
For real?
Riz you up. Yeah, Riz you up.
Like Riz was the runner-up Merriam-Webster word of the year.
Cool as hell, man.
Holy cow.
That's big time.
That's big time.
That's big time.
That should be good for your search engine optimization, Riz. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, think about this. So Riz means, it's a good thing. It's a positive.
Yeah.
It's a positive thing. Riz, charisma.
You're lucky.
He got the Riz.
He got the Riz when it comes to the chicks. It could have gone the way of Karen. Think about that.
Ooh.
You have to change the show and your name, everything.
We've talked about this. Rick Santorum could have gone the Santorum route, and that ended that guy's whole career.
When they used Santorum as a verb to excrete.
That was way worse than that.
Was
We have
it
to
way-
look it up. We can't talk about it on the radio.
Oh, really? I remember because he was running for president.
Running for president, that came out, game over. Because it was just a disgusting Urban Dictionary Craigslist freak of the week.
Yeah, but that never really picked up. Like that, all right, sure, it may have killed the political career, but it never really picked up. Like Karen, do you guys know any Karens?
Oh, yeah. We're young.
I mean, that's.
We know one too many.
No, I mean like somebody really named Karen.
Yes.
Like their real name is Karen.
Yes.
That sucks, doesn't it?
Yes. Totally. I would definitely change my name.
Yeah.
Like forever associated with something bad.
I'll go by my middle name.
But I got Riz, and that's good.
Yeah, man.
You do, and you do have it.
Need it.
Yeah, you do.
I think I won 2023. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I won the year.
That's good.
Good for me.
It's very good.
Congratulations.
Were you familiar with that word before it kind of rolled out into
No.
the lexicon? Because it really has picked up steam this year. The
It really
Riz
has.
thing, on social and TikTok and all that.
But I wasn't aware that it was a thing before that. I'm surprised you weren't either.
No. Do you think I know what the kids are talking about these days?
You're hip, man.
You are hip. You're hip.
So
when you've got the Riz, you don't
My
have
hip
time for
hurts.
silly things.
My hip hurts.
When you got the Riz, you don't look things up.
That's right. You're just
Things
too
look
busy
you
out.
up.
No, people tell me things.
What does it mean when you add the UTO to it?
Rizzuto.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a
Why you gotta ruin?
pasta.
Why you gotta ruin?
just
It's
checking,
not
just
pasta. That's
checking.
risotto.
Oh, I'm
Same
sorry.
difference.
Which that pisses me off.
My mom calls you risotto. I'm sorry, but you guys say she's Jilling herself all the time. So
she can do it.
Hey, we tried to put that to bed. You're the first one to break the rule.
let me say this: my mom's real name is not actually Jill, by the way. That's her middle name.
It's Karen.
It's Carolyn. Close, real close.
Oh,
Carolyn sounds more like
yeah.
female masturbation than Jillian.
Yeah.
You're
I see
Carolyn.
that there, Carolyn
Yeah.
again.
Out there, Carolyn.
She's been a home Christmas caroling.
Okay,
She
Mom,
really
you
liked her
can't win.
gifts
My
this year.
mom's disowning me out of the will. I don't know what to do.
Somebody says Santorum is a frothing mixture of lube and fecal matter.
There you go.
Oh.
Well, there you go. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's cool.
I tried to spare St. Louis that, but when you got the Riz, you can say stuff like that.
I guess so. Yeah, no, it is a pet peeve if somebody says risotto. No, I got Z's. There's Z's.
From Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Rizzuto.
Right.
A.K.A. Raruto.
The baseball player.
That's
Risotto. Risotto is a delicious rice dish.
It's so good.
It's really nice.
It's so good.
Creamy and delicious.
Creamy and delicious. Also,
Much like a Santorum.
Like this freaking
much
guy.
like a Riz, creamy and delicious. Anyway, before we start talking about hot shots things, Rafe is doing a special live number 2 show today.
Yes, 2 o'clock. I'm doing a live number 2 show. Go to the Point app, go into the little chat bubble that's second from the left, and you can go to send audio. And it's for a good time call. That's the theme. So whether it's advice or just something you want me to talk about, leave me a message, an audio message. We'll play it on the air, and I will respond to your audio messages live. That's in the Point app.
Okay.
You got to click on send audio, and then you got to click down to the number 2 show. You'll say the Rizzuto Show, Fastlane. You can find the number 2 show. Leave me an audio message. We'll play it on the air. All bets are off. Could be anything. I don't care what you want to talk about. Just put it in there, and I'll see you at 2
guys got to
p.m.
check out the
today.
number 2 show.
We have, Riz.
It's awesome.
Come on, it's great. I love it. I do check it out. We might have to send one of those in once we leave here. Riz.
Do it,
What do you
or
think
call
about
in
that?
live. You can still call in live.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a wild day.
Operators are standing by.
2 o'clock?
2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Central Time.
Can't wait.
All right, so Mr. Boyd, tell us what's going on at Hot Shots.
Well, Riz, it's the holiday season at Hot Shots. You know that's very exciting.
Yes.
Right? A couple things we got on the docket. First of all, we launched a new menu. I brought you guys some samples of that new menu here today.
Awesome,
I know
thank you.
that you love to eat food at 9:30 in the
Yes,
morning. There's
it's
a
our
lot
lunch.
of gravy involved, things of that nature. One thing that you might be excited about, we have disco fries, right?
Oh, it's a Jersey thing.
The whole reason why we named them disco fries is because of you talking about disco fries. We were going to add
no kidding.
poutine, and we didn't want to scare people away, right? We don't want to make it a weird thing, so we called them disco fries because it seemed much more, delicious and delightful and attainable, right?
Disco fries is a pretty much a New Jersey diner thing.
Ooh. I'm
So
down.
it's
I'm
fries,
in.
it's gravy, it's cheese.
Yes, and we have garlic cheese curds on there.
Come on, man.
You
right?
can't miss on that, baby.
It's so good.
See, if you put poutine on the menu, like I know what poutine is. I've been to Montreal. It's what that is. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, French.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's a barrier to order if you're calling it
Yeah.
poutine because you don't really know what you're going to get. So if you call it disco fries, it's the balls start
Some
going
people
off.
would be embarrassed to say it.
It's a much rizzier way to say it, is really
That's
what
right.
it is.
Nice.
It's
Good
really
call
what
back.
it is.
I
Yeah.
like that.
That's right. Like when I go to Starbucks, I don't order a grande. I say large.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think grande's kind of weird to say.
What?
Throw you right out for that.
It's
I'll have your
you guys are
Santorum
so
tots.
weird. But I like disco fries just because I love a discotheque and disco nap.
Disco biscuit.
Disco biscuit.
Yeah.
Disco fries.
I'm down for disco fries.
Disco fries.
So beyond the disco fries, we got a new pickle brine chicken sandwich called the Bird. We got a bunch of new burgers. We have a
the
poutine burger.
The pickle brine is the way to go.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you guys know that.
It's so good. It is so good. Like it is. I'll put it up to any chicken sandwich in this town right now. Like
Dude.
to be honest with you.
The pickle brine is the way to go. That's the secret to making a good, juicy chicken sandwich. It's brine and a pickle juice.
Yeah. So we got a ton of other options: burgers, pizzas, wings, all the hot shot stuff you know and love. You can swing by, check it out, 9 area locations, and if you're looking for a good present for your stocking stuffer, if you will, your dad doesn't need the golf balls that he may or may not use, or another tie.
Right.
My kid gets me a tie. I go, I don't wear a tie.
Right. It'd be
Why
cool
don't
if you did with your sweatshirt.
No,
Yeah,
like,
look
why would I
good,
wear a
man.
tie?
Nerd.
You're a nerd.
So you can grab gift cards, obviously, at all the locations if you're looking for a place to host your holiday party, Christmas party, office party, those sorts of things. I mean, these ladies are party professionals for a reason,
Yes.
okay? So, you can kind of get out of your sterile work environment, save the copier from Earl, who likes to, take some liberties with
Yes.
it, we'll say, and come take liberties with us, okay, at Hot Shots. You can check it all out, hotshotsnet.com. You can see the new menu. You can get the gift cards. You can book a party. And you can see Riley and Olivia, which...
You know what you guys should do? You should buy a copy machine and just roll it out to, where they're having parties.
And see what happens.
I like this.
That's a great idea. We might have to
Everybody
activate.
likes to Xerox their ass. Even in 2023, that never went out of style.
Have you ever done that?
Of course I have.
Have you, Riz?
You have?
Yeah.
No.
At Emmis.
You photo... No kidding.
Yeah.
Is this
You're
a known?
surprised?
Is this a known thing?
Yeah, I made 10 copies. And I
Like
left
of
them on
your-
people's... No, I haven't done this. I'm not like a total...
man.
I'm professional.
I thought you were cool for a second.
I say last.
Thought you had the Riz, Lern.
I thought you were cool for a second.
If I sat down, if I plopped my
I was getting
ass
ready to
down...
salute you.
That was awesome.
It would have worked out. No, I wouldn't want that. I used to do my hands, though. I would do...
Oh, nobody
Well,
wants
you
that.
can't follow up a no. Boo.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're the nerd. Hey, guys.
So offended.
Learn is the opposite of Riz.
I know.
You got to learn.
You got to learn, dude.
You know what's sad is she probably checked to make sure the door was locked before she did her hands. She's
I know,
I don't want anyone catching
Yeah,
me.
probably Windex the glass after.
Of course I did.
God. You had me going for a second.
Yeah, that was good.
I've seen a good, that was like a TikTok or something where the lady's going in the copy room, a guy's walking out, and she's like putting her face on it, doing all the silly faces, and then she looks in the copy, and it's just the guy's ass and balls. She had just been on it.
After putting her face on it?
After she put her face all over it.
All right, Olivia and Riley, you want to play a game?
Yes, of
Let's
course.
play a game. The game is called Strip Club or Daycare. Okay, so we'll go back and forth with you guys. So we have 20 different businesses. So Rafe's going to read you the name of a business, and you will tell us if it's a strip club or a daycare.
All right.
Okay, well, like for example, Miss Kitty's. Miss Kitty's in Washington Park, Illinois. Is that a strip club or a daycare? This is just practice.
Strip club. Strip club.
You think that's a strip club? That is actually a strip club.
You're doing great.
You're doing great so far. So here's the game. Out of 20, how many will the girls get right? Closest without going over on the phone, you win your choice. Blue October tickets, Punk Rock Christmas tickets, or Steel Panther tickets. Scott, Scott, you hear me? Just get their numbers. We're just going to go right into the game. Closest without going over for 20, okay? All right, let's begin. And we'll go one at a time, back and forth with you guys, okay?
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
You can use Kenny as a lifeline, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Welcome.
You say
Yes.
lifeline Kenny.
Kenny DeForest is your lifeline. You can only use him 19 times out of the 20. So be selective.
No more, no less.
Here we go.
All right. First one. The Berry Patch in Brooklyn, New York.
Daycare.
Yes. Daycare.
Killing
Damn.
it.
Nice. Killing it.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Learn to keep
Heart
score.
MILFs?
I'm nervous.
You heart MILFs. You got to heart
I love
daycares. Elite in Staten Island, New York.
That has to be a strip club.
Elite is a daycare.
Sorry, it is a
Really?
daycare.
What?
It's a daycare for very elite babies. Sorry about that.
Is that a thing?
All right. Number 3, Howard Place in Jay, Maine. That's H-O-U-R.
So it'd be our.
Place. Our Place.
Our place.
Our place. Okay. Daycare.
Strip club.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that
these
is actually a
are
strip
hard.
club.
Remember, I mean, you use Kenny if you want.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, we
Right here, and he can
Do
see
not
the
look like
baby.
I know strip clubs. I'm offended.
Come on,
Look
this
at that
guy.
sweater.
Look at this guy.
Look at that sweater.
What, you think
He had
I'm
a
not
lap
a-
dance this morning before he came in.
Yeah, but
What, you think I'm not a lonely pervert? I'm
I feel like
offended.
that's a Cubs fan, though.
You think this guy can't go to a strip club alone and creep out all the dancers? What is this?
You think I haven't cried in a private room?
All right, here we go. Number 4.
Treasures in Houston, Texas.
Treasures. Is that a noun? I'm just kidding. All right, Kenny, what's up?
It's got to be a strip club.
You think it's a strip club?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can only trust you so much. You're a Cubs fan.
That's fair.
Treasures in
Sick
Houston.
Kenny says
Need
strip
an
club.
answer.
Strip club.
Strip
It is a strip club. Trust the Lonely Road comedian. He knows.
He's been there.
So
He's a
that's
regular.
one. 18 more times to go.
Let's go.
You're doing all right.
Number
Number
five.
5, Eye Level in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Strip club.
Daycare. Next.
Right at eye level.
Rhonda's in St. Louis, Missouri.
This is a tough one.
Wake up and be gone, Rhonda.
Let's think.
Rhonda's.
In St. Louis, Rhonda's.
Strip club.
Yes.
I knew it was a strip club.
You been there, Jay Boyd?
Quarters there.
Yeah, they ask you for quarters for the jukebox, Lern.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay. No, I don't know what
I mean,
you're
it's
saying.
not a
I've been
classy
around.
Jukebox is an old stripper named Eileen, but
okay.
I
Where's
get to drive
Rhonda's at?
past it every day.
Is that
It's on
you
Page. It's at Page and Ashby.
100%.
Yeah, I drive past it every morning. It's
Oh, when you say drive past it, Scott walks in. They go, Scott!
Hey,
where's your
The king
quarters?
is here.
Quarters are here.
Loving Arms in Iowa City, Iowa.
Daycare.
Yes.
Better be.
I would hope so.
It better be.
Sandy's Sandbox in Macon, Georgia.
What do you think?
It better be a strip
I was
club.
gonna say I think it's a strip club.
I'm sorry, what's the name of the place?
Sandy's Sandbox.
And what'd you say?
Strip club. Daycare.
Wow.
Oh, I would not bring my kid there.
Not at all.
Ever.
Not
Bunch of
at
cool
all.
Kids,
Immediately
dude.
unenroll.
Those kids all have toothpicks when they roll in. Tattletales in Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Strip club.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're doing so much.
Good job. The Glass Slipper in Boston, Massachusetts.
Strip club?
I'm thinking
Yes.
strip club. Yeah.
Outstanding. It's tied
Guys are
up.
on a roll.
Ladies, you're tied.
Well, they're not playing against each other.
Oh, what am I doing?
How many did they get
Keep
right?
score for no reason.
Oh, okay. 6.
Out of 20.
Okay.
6. So
Cutie
far.
Pies in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Daycare.
Yes.
Happy Land in Hollywood, California.
Strip club?
No.
Really? He's so quick with that. He just like yells at me.
He's got an anger management problem.
Failed.
Yes, the Riz.
That's what I do.
It's fun to play games
Every
together.
person on the show, otherwise.
If Riz was actually named after him, it would mean unseethed, unbridled anger.
Make people cry.
No.
Savannah's in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Strip club.
Yes.
You get all the easy ones.
The Eagle's Nest in Tallahassee, Florida.
I'm not sure what I want this one to be.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
The Eagle's Nest.
I'm gonna go with daycare.
Yes.
You are correct.
Learn, what are we at?
We're at 9.
9.
9. All right.
9 out of 14. Not bad. Here comes 15. The Den in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The Den.
Strip club.
That's right.
Yes.
It is a strip club.
Standing.
Please wait for the bell. Thank you, Rafe.
Sorry about that. Apologize. I didn't mean to steal your
For the
Riz.
love of God.
That was a Riz abduction.
Please wait for the
Amber
bell.
alert. Riz stolen. Last seen on this side of the desk. Baby dolls in Dallas, Texas.
Ooh.
Strip club.
Yes. I'm letting it breathe, Rafe.
Come on, bellboy.
Letting it breathe.
Little Darlings in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Daycare.
No. No.
Sorry. No,
We got a
just
good
a
run
strip
going
club.
there. All right, 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Let's
3 to
get
go. Finish strong. Fred's Place in Garden City, Kansas.
I'm gonna go with strip club because his.
Hope so.
Yeah. I'm not.
Bring your kids to Fred's.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Fred's are perks, right?
I know.
Just a solo dude looking to watch your kids. Nothing weird here.
Yeah, for sure, strip club.
Fred watches my kid Monday through Friday.
All right, so
know.
what are we at? We got 2 more to go.
2 to go.
12. We're at
Was
12.
I right?
12.
Was it a strip club?
Yeah, it was a strip club.
okay.
Oh, you didn't give me. Did I get a bell?
Oh, yeah, I gave you the
They
bell.
can't hear him.
I gave you the bell. Okay, so you're at 12. You got 2 more to go.
You have some winner or
Well, definitely somebody's going to win.
Yeah.
Here
Ready?
we go.
Shining Stars in Savannah, Georgia.
Daycare.
Daycare.
Yes. Ooh, all right, so that's 13.
Oh, man.
All right, you're at 13. If you get this right, then Kurt, who guessed 14, will win. If you get this wrong, Tony, who guessed 13, will win. Here we go.
Wow.
Pressure's on.
Pressure's on.
Silverado.
I don't want you just saying it out, and you need to
Think
kinda,
about
you
it.
need to
No,
think
we're
about
heavy
this one.
thinking.
Here we go.
Kenny.
Remember, you have a lifeline.
You have Kenny there for you.
Silverado in Henderson, Nevada.
All right. What do you think, Kenny?
Silverado.
I'm not thinking daycare. On this.
I don't think so either. Silverado sounds very adult.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? It's for a working man.
I know. I was gonna say.
To unload after a long day of work.
But you know, somebody's got to watch them blue-collar kids, too.
That's what I'm saying. Are they using their little Jeeps, whatever their little
Silverado.
cars? I'm gonna go strip club.
Yeah.
Strip club. Final answer?
Yes.
No, it's daycare. Congratulations, Tony. It's a daycare.
Shut them down.
No.
That's weird.
No. Congratulations. Well, you guys did. What, you got 13?
Yep.
Hey, good job, guys.
That's a good score.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. See Riley and see Olivia, Hot Shots Wentzville. Mr. Boyd, as always, the Hot Shots gift cards make great stocking stuffers.
Sure.
The office parties should be had at Hot Shots, not in the office.
Riz. You've spent enough time with us that you know you should bring your office to Hot Shots for this little throwdown.
Oh, we're gonna push the desks to the wall.
Yeah, we're gonna get big bowls of gravy. Like, just wait for it, and then come enjoy the holiday fellowship at Hot Shots. HotShotsNet.com. Happy holidays to you, all of the weirdos, and thanks for a great year.
And thanks
we
for
do appreciate
sponsoring
it.
Team Riz.
Team Riz, those are our homies. We love them.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Thank you guys. We'll see you out at the locations real soon.
Can't wait.
And best gravy.
Best gravy at Wentzville.
Best gravy at Wentzville.
Hell yeah.
That should be on a sign facing the highway.
Noted.
We'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
We're talking about shopping local, right? STLmattressdirect.com. Mattress Direct, right here in St. Louis. Campbell Mattress, made here in Missouri. Missouri-made mattresses. Why pay to get a mattress made somewhere else and shipped here when you can get such a deal right here from Mattress Direct? And right now they're celebrating Campbell Mattress's 90th anniversary by giving you free sheets and 2 free pillows with the purchase of a Campbell mattress at Mattress Direct. Check them out now. STLmattressdirect.com.
Do yourself a favor and give yourself the best gift you can give yourself through the season, and that's a great career and a great job. You need to head over to West County Auto Body. Now, if you're the kind of person that loves working on their car at home, you have a project car, maybe you have one with your dad or brother or something, and you're sitting there and you're working on your car and you love doing that and you love using your hands and you're good with this, but you've never had a career in it. Well, I got a great opportunity for you because there's finally a few folks that have retired over West County Auto Body, the best auto body in the country, and they will train you on site. So you get to go over there and work for a place that has a super low turnover rate, which means you have a great career, and they have great benefits and great pay. Plus, you're going to work with Rob, and this guy is absolutely amazing. We were talking a couple of days ago, and he was asking me about their ads they're running right now, and I was listening to it, and it's absolutely incredible, and I'm excited for them. They're crushing it right now over there. It's a great place to work at. They're locally owned, and they're right there on Lindbergh near Page. Super easy to get to. So, again, if you're trying to get a career, they're looking for body tech, service tech, or even office help. So go to West County Auto Body today. That's westcountyauto.com, westcountyauto.com.
It is a very, very big day in the land of Red Hot Chili Pepper fans everywhere, and I am so unbelievably honored to be joined today by Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Flea, St. Louis is saying hello to you.
I love St. Louis, and I fondly miss the raucous nights, Mississippi nights that we used to have over there.
And hello to everybody. Love to one and all.
Man, it's really great to hear your voice, but also, too, it's wonderful to have a new Red Hot Chili Peppers album that is out today, and John Frusciante back in the Chili Peppers. Flea, can you kind of talk to us a little bit about how he got back into the fold with you guys? And I know that you guys had maintained a friendship even when he wasn't in the band. Were you guys still jamming and playing together when he wasn't a Chili Pepper?
We occasionally jammed, and we always were friends, and we get together and talk. And, it was difficult, too, because he left, and we got someone else to replace him who was his friend. And it's sort of like, when you break up with a girlfriend and then you start dating their friend or something, it's like being in a band with someone is a very emotional and, close experience. So it was, our relationship has always been intense. But I remember I think there's a lot of things that led up to him coming back all the way around. But I remember one particular evening, he and his girlfriend were over for dinner with me and my girlfriend, and we're having dinner, and he and I were like off in a room talking. And I remember I just kind of said, like, I never really touched on it, even though I would think it. And I said, John, I sometimes I really miss playing with you, man.
Yeah.
And I said it. I couldn't help it. I just burst into tears. It was so emotional for me to say it. And he looked at me, and I saw him do the same thing. Like, we're both looking at each other, and he's like, me too, And in that moment, I was just like, oh, man. I was just like going to Anthony like a few days later, and I was like, I think John would come back, And just kind of opened that conversation, and one thing led to another, and next thing you know, we made that decision.
Wow.
And all together. And it was very difficult to part ways with Josh, who's a beautiful person and a great musician, but it was the right thing to do for us, because sometimes I think there's things people are just born to do certain things. And John Frusciante was born to play guitar in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and man, that dude is such a profoundly beautiful, deep musician, and I treasure every moment we play together.
It's really wonderful to have you. Flea, I can just legitimately tell that your homeboy is back in the band, and you're just doing things that you love, and it's wonderful to me. And as a matter of fact, I read a quote from Rick Rubin where he said when you guys got back into the studio with John, and I think you were at Shangri-La, which is Rick Rubin Studios, that you guys started to jam, and Rick...
On Urological 314... 843-8000, 314-843-8000. South County Urological. Yes, the vasectomies. I went for my vasectomy at South County Urological. Hundreds of racial listeners have gotten their vasectomies at South County Urological. Now, the biggest question that the guys have, because Dr. Rotman told me, guys will go for the consultation, but they'll kind of bug out and they won't go to the actual procedure. They're afraid. They're afraid their sex life will be affected. I'm telling you, for me, no change in interest level, no change in my ability to do anything, just no more kids. How painful is recovery? Minor swelling, maybe discomfort for about a week. So he does all the vasectomies on Fridays. This way you rest over the weekend. All right, watch some college football on Saturday. Ice yourself down. Watch some NFL on Sunday. Ice yourself down. No heavy lifting. Don't be out raking the leaves. Take it easy. Kick your feet up. No picking up the kids, whatever. And then on Monday, you're back at work. My insurance covered my procedure. It was really quick. Half hour in and out. Went out for breakfast after. And then you get a prescription to Joe 30 times. You got to bring your final sample to the lab and see if there are any survivors. You didn't know that? You get a prescription. The doctor tells you have to Joe 30 times.
Uh-huh.
And then the final
that seems
time.
a bit excessive.
No, I don't think it's enough.
30. Oh, wow.
I
Really?
think it was enough.
What do you do on the second day?
I did set the land speed record. It goes, man, and nobody's ever finished, in a day and a half.
I'm sorry.
Give it to us in a brown paper bag, which was...
You just sleep the next day. That's what you do on the second day, right?
Listen, it's a medical procedure that I like to take very seriously.
I'm sorry.
And legally, you have to Joe.
The doctor actually wrote on a script like, must Joe 30 times.
Got to drain the swamp, baby.
That's right. South County Urological, southcountyurological.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Jeff Burton from the Rizzuto Show. Thanks for tuning into the Facebook takeover with, my goodness, Taylor Momsen. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm going to get the geeky fan side of this out of the way first, which nobody watching is going to be surprised about. But I've been a fan for a while. You and I have chatted a handful of times. And the last couple of times that we did it, I'm sure you don't remember this, but we do a picture together, and I started collecting them. Can you see that?
Oh, shit.
Look at you. I think you're 17 in that first one.
Baby. I am a baby in that one. Look at you. Is that the
I know.
beard?
You were a baby. I'm still an old man. So.
No. That's great. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good to talk again, man.
I don't know how we're going to work this one out. We'll try to turn it sideways or something. But hello, and thank you for taking the time for doing this. I know it's been a very, very long time since you've been to St. Louis to play a show. What have you, the $2 question, what have you been doing during all of this downtime, this quarantine? What have you been up to?
I have been, well, we just released a single. We just released Rock and Roll. So I've been doing a lot of this, a lot of promoting from home and figuring out how to work from home, which is different. I'm adapting. That, and then when I'm not doing this, I've been playing just a ton of guitar.
Oh, that's amazing. It's amazing that you have that to fall back on and to do. And talking about working from home, I broadcasted from my house for like 7 weeks, right? And so 2 weeks ago, I guess 2 Mondays ago or whatever, was my first day back. And then so I've been quarantined in this what we call a producer's room, right? So when I go in there and I start show prepping, I get to listen to the radio station. This morning, I get there at 3 a.m. on the day that I'm going to talk to you on Facebook Live. I turn up the monitor and Death by Rock and Roll was jamming on the point.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. That's kismet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had listened to it a handful of times, on Spotify, had yet to hear it on the radio. And Donnie Fandango, who's our music director, said that song sounds great on the radio. And I agree. What are your thoughts?
I agree. Thank you so much for playing it, man. That song was a long time in the making, almost 10 years. So it's very cool that it's out in the world now and people can hear it. I've been keeping it all to myself for the record's finished, so I've been listening to it ad nauseum. So it's nice that it's finally out and I can share it.
And share it, yes, is one thing, but then to do this and get out and talk with the people and talk about the process of the record and what you've been doing. And you said, I think right before we went live, that this is your first ever Facebook Live? I
believe it is, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
We are honored.
You're popping my Facebook cherry.
Yes. So a person in your position and what you do, how come you're not the multimedia mogul? You got somebody do that for you, just not interest you, or what?
It's just, when I have to do it, I've always had people around me who are a little bit better. I've got techs and guys who just, they know how to do this stuff. Like, sure. I don't record my own vocal, I sing it, Right. I'm having to learn to adapt to this new world of doing everything yourself. And it's taking me a minute, but I'm catching up slowly.
Yeah. So you pick up the guitar and you start playing. What does Taylor Momsen play to? I'm not bored, but I'm passing the time. I'm trying to be creative. You pick up your guitar. What do you start to play?
Well, I was playing. We did a live stream for Fearless Records for Crew Nation, and so I did a cover of Nick Lowe's Peace, Love, and Understanding for that. Nice. Right now, I've been playing a lot of Oasis. I've been just kind of going through the Oasis records and jamming on Oasis songs.
Oasis got to get back together, yes or no? What do you think?
From Hot Shots a couple minutes ago, they were here talking about the fact that Hot Shots is available for your holiday parties.
Yeah, and do it. He went off the laundry list of reasons you should do it, but mostly it's just because it's way more fun environment and it's cool. It's not the sterile office set. You don't want to don't get out the folding tables and make an ass of yourself. Go to the Hot Shots. There's pool tables. There's beer. There's games on. They brought us the food. We got like pretzels and this chicken brine sandwich. They got all kinds of great food.
Tear into that.
Just go do it. Just say, and then you don't have to clean anything up.
Yeah, exactly.
They take care of everything.
Or even if it's just for friends, like who wants people at your house? I don't even want people knowing where I live.
No, you really don't.
That's why I have a moat, Kenny. I have a moat. I dug a moat. I got a drawbridge. and turrets with guards.
That's the move, dude.
Yeah, it is the move.
What's in the moat? What'd you fill it with?
Gravy.
Yeah.
And of course, you got the Hot Shots gift cards. Great stocking stuffers. Everybody likes when Santa brings chicken wings and cold beer for their stocking. HotShotsNet.com. HotShotsNet.com.
All right.
Whew, man. What a program today.
Right?
Quite a program.
What a program. First, I want to thank Mr. Kenny DeForest for hanging out.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. You guys are awesome too, man. This rules.
I know it's tough getting up early.
Yeah. Especially when you're a comedian.
Yeah.
And it's tough when Benji Molina
Amen,
comes
brother.
in, you know, like, and steals a lot of the thunder of the show. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
truly.
so excited to
Yeah.
see him.
He's also just like a better person than I am.
Yeah, he's probably a better person.
Rubbed it
than
right
all
in my.
of us.
I'll tell you one thing. Ron Gant better donate to that toy drive. If you're listening, you took his
Ron
number.
Gant.
He listens. He's a big fan.
Yeah.
He was in our top 5, I think, on Spotify.
How about Ron Gant?
Didn't he kind of leave on bad terms with us?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds like that is just the kind of guy that always leaves on everything on bad
It's
terms.
a bummer. He's
From what I heard.
Talented
All
guy.
right. But see Kenny at the St. Charles Funny Bone this weekend.
Yeah. If we sell out all the shows, I'll renounce my Cubs fandom.
Wow.
That means a lot.
Publicly.
Go, yeah.
He will publicly.
I will publicly renounce my Cubs fandom.
What else you got going on?
For the fine people. I have 2 free specials on my YouTube page. My most recent one's called Don't You Know Who I Am? And then I've also got one called Bad Dreams that I recorded in 2017. So check those out. I got a Don't Tell taping coming out soon from Don't Tell Comedy, which is awesome. I kind of say it's like the NPR Tiny Desk of comedy, where like it's a good place to discover new comics. So that'll be coming out soon. So just follow me. Instagram is my preference. Instagram, TikTok. I do have a Facebook fan page. I'm not on Twitter because I protect my peace. But follow me. Follow the journey. And support live comedy.
Yeah, go see Kenny this weekend. He's hilarious.
Thank you so much.
Honestly, Springfield's own Kenny DeForest. Cubs fan, though. Rafe, the live number 2 show at
Live
2
number
o'clock
2
today?
show, 2 o'clock. I will be going live on the YouTube for The Point. I will put the phone number up if you want to call in live, but you can go to the app right now and leave message. And you can do this all the time, anytime. And this is for a good time call is the theme. It's not even advice today as much as it's just whatever you want to talk about, let's
Whatever's
talk
on your
about
mind.
it.
That's great.
Whatever's on your mind, I'm ready to riff. We're going live from the toilet stalls. Hit me up. Go leave me some message. Go to the Point app. Go into the little talk box. Then you hit audio message. And then you drop down number 2 show. Leave me a message. I don't care if it's a rambling, drunken message. Just leave me something.
Kenny, before you leave, you got to see this set.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I mean the bathrooms. Not a set. It's not a set.
It's not a set.
He's actually in
Damn
the
it.
bathroom.
Yeah, he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's in the bathrooms, for God's
right.
sake. Learn anything?
Yeah, my band's playing December 10th. It's a Sunday 2 to 5 at Copperfire in Belleville. We're going to be doing a little holiday thing, a little day drinking, and you'll be shopping around Belleville anyway, shopping local. So just come on in and see us get some food, drinks, dancing, 2 to 5, December 10th. You can follow us at Lern versus Radio. You can follow me
Excellent.
there. Thanks.
Scott.
Yeah, December 6th, 7th, 9th, and 10th. I'll be over at St. Louis Family Church in their big Christmas production, singing a couple numbers. That'll be awesome. And
Scott's
also,
playing the manger.
I'm playing the manger. It's pretty fun. I had to try out to be a manger, and
How's your back going to do? Is it going to be okay?
Put that baby in me.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, you're coming in hot as a manger. Put that baby in me.
I'm pretty excited with that, man. And also a reminder that it's a great time to go over to Barnes & Noble, and it'll be up on Amazon shortly, but King Scott and the Perfect Christmas. You got to get that book. It's a coloring book. It's really awesome. And
Is that Barnes & Noble?
Well, on their website.
.com.
Yeah. So look on any end cap. It'll be.
It's crazy that you look like Jesus and they're making you play the manger. That's kind of messed up, dude.
It's weird, huh?
I know.
You went method on it. And they were like, nah, we're good, dude.
Nah, you're good enough for the manger.
I finally get to play a log.
All right, what's the podcast called?
The podcast, I'm glad you asked that one. It is called Swallowing the Wind in Backwards.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Nice work, Rick.
Thanks.
And we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Remember the Day, brought to you by Hot Shots, Matthew Dalton from Park Hills. Teamers Remember the Day wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Big Friday show. Donnie Fandango is next. All right, bye.
Bye.
We are backstage at Pointfest, and I am absolutely honored and incredibly nervous, as a matter of fact, to have the pleasure of speaking to Alice in Chains. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. It's really great to see you here today.
Is he nervous? Is he owes money or something?
I do not. I do not.
You slept with my wife, you son of a bitch.
See, none of those kinds of things other than just your random fanboy saw you in '93 at Lollapalooza,
That's all right.
all
That's
of that sort
acceptable.
of thing, you know?
All
But
good, man.
It's really great to have you here. And, you know, one of the things that, in reading about the new record, it seems like the excitement level is more than just kind of like, you know, of course everybody says the nice things when their new album is about to come out.
Not everybody. Not everybody, man.
Well, but it seems like there's genuine excitement about this particular project. Can you tell us
I'll
a bit
just
why?
mess with you.
Yeah.
Well, we don't do records every year, so it takes a while. So when we get one out, it's like, all right, they actually did one. Like, it's been about 5 years since we put a record out, so the response to the one has been really strong. We've been having a great time playing it. People seem to enjoy it, so it's all good. You know, we've been lucky enough to be able to still be doing this. We still get to go cool places and show up and have people like want us to play our music for them, and we're still making new music that people like too. So it's great.
Some of this stuff is just cyclical, you know. Like, you never know why it is that a certain record might get a little bit more attention or energy behind it or excitement around it than others, but you just